5-second delay until we actually start going through.
I just want to make sure nothing is...
It's going.
And there it is.
Whoa.
Hello, chat.
Whoa. Hello.
I'm gonna turn you all down because you're
I
so
trust you're all behaving tonight.
Just start screaming. Just start screaming.
I could start singing Skimbleshanks again. Lord knows I've watched
Ladies and
Cats
gentlemen.
like 3 times this week.
We are live
We
with
are
the Prince Division.
Episode
Hooray.
3.
Episode
Steak
3.
and shake.
It's crazy to think we've been at this for 3 weeks already.
Yeah, that's a little mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's fun. Every time.
I guess we
It's
should go
difficult
through...
waiting a week in between sessions.
Yeah, Monty, why
Yes.
don't you tell them who the hell you are?
Okay, well, Jesus, okay. I'm Monteglue. I'm the DM of this game. You can find me at Monteglue on Twitter, where you're gonna see my review of the S.D. Perry Resident Evil novels because I've been reading those, and it's been a delight. You can also catch artwork there and D&D stuff as well. You can also catch me at twitch.tv/Monteglue. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. We're gonna probably do a really long stream tomorrow. And yeah.
Nice. Sarah.
Hi, Sarah Williams. I do voiceover. Everyone knows this.
What's your Twitter handle?
Oh, yes. It's I should look at that. I know this. It's at Sarah with an H and with an E, Willia. Not the whole Williams because I couldn't fit it.
I was worried about that because when Citric sent that to me, I was like, Citric, you're missing an M. Like it's gone. Where
No,
is it?
it didn't get that far. I fit what I could. I fit what I could into the Twitter handle. That's about all I got out of it.
That's fair. I was looking at that. I'm like, Citric would never make that mistake. What's going on?
You should have just been at Saw. That wouldn't have been confusing.
I'm pretty sure that's probably already taken at this point.
pretty
I
sure
bet
the
you I
movie
could find
has
an
it.
at Saw.
I'm sure the movie has it. Connor, where can they find you?
There's like
Oh, we can
there's
find
like a verified account that's like Spiral.
Yep, I believe it.
What the heck? Oh, it's a movie coming up starring Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm surprised it took that long for that Twitter handle to get taken. Connor,
Yeah.
do the thing.
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok at Distortion Devil. Made a TikTok today just because I was bored and felt like it. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Earlier today, I was playing some Devil May Cry 5. Love that game. So much fun. Tuesdays and Sundays are my workout / WWE 2K20 streams, where I have my own D&D themed wrestling promotion. And Friday is Friday Funhouse, where I imbibe and also play games with my friends.
Nice. Hey, Arkov, do that thing you hate.
You can find me on Twitter and twitch.tv at /Arkolf or at Arkolf, depending on the website, which is a strange. Never mind. I occasionally stream. You should be able to find me streaming tomorrow with the rest of the Murder Cave. Likely split between Monster Hunter GTFO and Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition.
But beyond that, you can find me on creation streams when Bosco needs and or wants my help. Or you can find me here every Saturday at 7 p.m. playing Killzorin.
So before we get into everything, and it'll buy Monty some time to write an intro, we got 2 things we got to cover. So number 1, we're running a little bit behind schedule. So if you're not going to be leaving at any point in the near future, if you could save your bit drops for the end or the middle, that would be great. So I have less to read. That way we don't hold it up too much. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We appreciate every bit and every sub.
I'll give you some time, just a little extra time to start. We should
And
be
number
fine.
2, and this is just me talking right now to you guys, to all of you. And if you could pass this along to anybody that shows up later. So for those of you who are also fans of the Unexpectables, you'll know that there was a very big combat session, and that's all I'm going to say. So there's no spoilers if you haven't seen the episode. However, we need to ask you guys in the chat a big favor for all of our mods. Please, please, please do not backseat game. It is very inappropriate. I'm going to be looking at the chat, and I do that mostly just to make sure that the mods aren't being overwhelmed. But you don't want to be influencing the players if they happen to see anything. You don't want to be talking about, rules lawyering or anything like that. Everything that we do is up to Monty. So if she tweaks a rule, if she forgets a rule, we just go with it, because she is the DM, and rule number 1 at the table is the DM's rules are always law. So if stuff is not run the way you do it at your table or the way that you're used to via the books, let it go. If we forget an ability, let it go. We're 3 episodes in. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. And the mods will be looking for that stuff. So do them a favor. There aren't a million of them. Just help them out by not backseat gaming. That would be awesome, because we're probably going to have combat tonight. And if we do, the last thing we need is people telling us how to beat this demon that we shouldn't know anything about. So we appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. And now on to happier news. I'm going to read off some bit drops.
Sweet. We're gonna have to resync because it looks like there was an error with Sarah's recording, but that's
my Audacity just quit on
No
me for
worries.
some
Let's
reason.
do that right now before I get into the bits.
we'll
I'm just really scared now. I've never had it do that to me before.
No, you're good. Better at the beginning than the end.
Just keep an eye on
Start
it.
again.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna stop my recording and just restart it.
Everybody stop and
Yep.
restart.
Did I just restart the whole thing?
Yeah,
Correct.
just restart
Yeah.
the whole
All
thing.
right, sorry about
What
that.
we have
I
thus
don't
far.
I don't know why it did that. Now I'm like
Monty-
gonna be so
Monty,
paranoid.
does
It's
Wallfly
all right.
record backup stuff or no?
No, Wallfly does not. Wallfly is just our streaming eyes.
Got it.
So just delete what you have, Sarah, and then we'll just restart because we haven't started the episode. But ideally, if we're running an episode, you want to save what you have and then we'll patch it together. But for now, because we haven't started the show itself, we can just restart fresh. So
All right.
Worst
start
case
it.
scenario.
Oh, come on. It's
did it
doing it.
again?
I really don't know what's happening now. It's basically like I'm not going to record. I'm not going to record. Why is it doing this to me now?
So are you hitting record and then it's just not recording?
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. It's never done this to me before.
Try
an older version.
restarting.
Yeah, if an older version doesn't work, you could totally just restart the computer. That might fix the problem.
Let me see if well, that was a newer version actually. Let me try the older version for shits.
Also, Monty, I'm going to send you a quick message.
okay, am I in trouble?
No.
Okay, I can't go back to jail.
Wow, it really doesn't like me. Yeah, all right. I'm just going to restart my computer.
All right, sounds good.
BRB.
I'm out.
How you doing, chat? It's fine if we start late. If you guys are good with going a little later.
I'm fine with anything.
Oh, yeah, I'll fix that.
Yeah, I figure you could do that in the meantime. While Sarah is gone, I'm going to go ahead and do some bit drops. Again, if you could save some for the middle and the end, I'm going to do as many as I can while Monty lets me, but I don't want to miss anybody.
Just go ahead and start reading bits. and
So
we can start
Renfield, we've got
recording.
5 tier 1 subs gifted to the community. We've got JK
Nice.
Gamer with the Twitch Prime sub. We've got Redfield with the 500 bits. I would like to post a bail officer. Cosmosis with 100 bits. I desperately want the evidence locker to be full of mimics for extra security and for the SWAT team to be centaurs, minotaurs, and Goliaths. Survivor with 100 bits. Thank you so much. Cody with the 550 bits. Monty, I'm so glad to hear you're reading the Perry books. They're a real wonder all their own as an alternate canon.
They're fucking funny. Actually, I love them. I'll explain why at a certain time, but
The Turtle Squad with 700 bits. Hey guys, got my hearing back this morning and binged the other 2 episodes, and the hype is real. Also, Lauren is best girl and Kel is best boy. This can be a long episode or series for me and Connor, apparently. McLeary.
Bosco.
Yes.
Come on, man. You sound
What?
sad.
Do I? I'm just
Yeah.
talking normally.
You sound really sad for some reason.
All right, I guess I'll pretend to act. McLeary with 1,000 bits. Been waiting all night for this. Thanks
God.
for helping me stay sane at work. It's been a wee bit overwhelming. Zane Rising with the tier 1 sub. Shades 24 with 1,000 bits coming to you live from Sam's Club on my forklift. Some bits. Have fun tonight, guys. Blackfoot Ferret with the elite bits. Thank you so much, Blackfoot Ferret. Shadow Fox 500 bits. Have a theory about Yethhound, but I'm keeping it to myself. Hype train. Gaia Ziam's Mist is with the 10 bits. We've got Ivan with the 1,500 bits. Bits because Sarah and Busco, the stats from those two have been fun. Cryptic Cyanogen with 100 bits. Achilles Warlord with 500 bits. Just going to drop this here since I have to get my sleep schedule back on track for work again. Catch you in the VODs. Thank you, Achilles Warlord. Super Blue Hedgehog with 1,000 bits. Hey, Bosco. Channel Remy. Connor, don't panic. Arkov, soothe us with your dulcet tones. Monty, great job as always. Wish I had the skills you do. Sarah, do me a solid and keep being awesome. Good luck all. Poppet Fan with the 500 bits. Lynx with 200 bits. Enjoy the night, you newts. Can't stay, so I'll catch you later. Rot Naj with 100 bits. Arkolv, you have a great voice here. Say these words. No. John with 100 bits. Hope all of you guys are doing well. And I bought Zito's Gator Boys, and I love them. I can't wait to use them, both as a player and a DM. Anyway, may the rolls be with you. Super Camamax with a tier 1 subscription. Robert Nephew with 500 bits. Cosmosis with 200 bits. Choo Choo Hype Train. Wonder if when we meet the SWAT team, it'll be full of centaurs, minotaurs, and Goliaths. Super Disgruntled Man, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 500 bits. Insect SWAT team.
Okay.
Craig B, 1992 with 100 bits. The Hand in the Iron Fist with 100 bits. Draco with a Twitch Prime sub. John with 100 bits. Out with it, Monty. What did you do? Is it breaking everyone's heart of leaving of T-Wig? Wiley Willie with a tier 1 sub. Gifted to Storyteller's Apprentice. The Angel with the 200 bits. Hey, Connor, I enjoyed your rant yesterday. I hope you roll well today. We're done.
Okay.
All right, you're back. Is it working, Sarah?
Well, it seems like it. I'm terrified now that I'm going to ruin everything.
You're
that's
fine.
right.
Well,
Trust me, we
don't-
on Wednesdays we've had recordings not work, and
We've-
there's a backup plan. But
Yeah.
again,
Worst
prefer-
case scenario, we'll just use the stream audio.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's the
I
issue.
am recording again, so
Cool.
we'll see
All
how
right.
that goes.
All right, chat. You guys ready?
Yeah, sync along with us at home.
Austin.
Hi, Austin. Okay. You guys all have your recording up. You're good to go.
Yep.
Yeah, let me just restart. Hi, Austin.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, sing.
Sing.
Sync.
3, 2, 1, sing.
Sing.
Sync.
3, 2, 1, sing.
Sing.
Sync.
Perfect. All right. We're good to start. Is there any other bits or subs?
Nope.
Wow.
They
okay.
listen. They listen. They're saving them.
Thank you,
Woo.
guys. Sorry again for the late start. Just to explain, I had some audio issues. Specifically, my laptop had a Windows update, so I had to update it, which meant I had to reorganize some stuff on the overlay. And then just a few little changes because window updates are fun and totally great. All right. So you guys are all ready to play?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Everybody's in the game. Everyone's in the game. All right. So when last we left our officers, you guys had continued your investigation into the strange going abouts around Samuel George's apartment home. His mother had informed you that she had seen the face of a man outside of her patio window at night, and fearing for her son's safety, had called many times to the Prince Division to ask for help. Since there was no Prince Division until you guys arrived, the case eventually landed on your guys' lap. After setting up a security camera for the night and heading home, you guys came to work the next day and discovered that indeed the mother's claims were correct, and there was a creature hanging outside of her window, a large dog-like creature with a man's head and face that would linger outside of the patio, attempt to get in, not too aggressively, but eventually would rest next to the window, presumably to gain some exposure to the princely energy coming off of her son, Samuel George. Not certain of what this creature was, you guys were advised to seek out Clara, who is your guys' totally not your informant, but just a person you needed to arrest for reasons. You met with Clara, arrested her, bought her some food, and she gave you some information about Yeth hounds, particular beasts that serve fae of various natures. Knowing this knowledge, you guys returned to the house and asked some more questions, asking about Samuel's father, amongst other things. And eventually you guys had decided to stake out this location. Before which, Tanis, you decided to quickly pick up your daughter from school, who had been waiting for a while, and take her home and buy her a pizza to tide her over for the night. As you make your way back in your vehicle, in the car, you make your way back to the apartments. At this point, it's around like 6-ish, 7-ish, as you guys are beginning to set up for your stakeout for the night. So, there we go. How are you guys setting up? You guys have your police cruiser. You guys have an opening to the alleyway, so for kind of a visual guide. The alleyway where this creature appears near the side of the apartment buildings is flanked by another apartment complex next door. It's kind of a wide space, tends to be, dumpsters, garbage, and then the fire escape that goes up. At the end of the alleyway is a large chain link fence, which connects to the rest of the network of the alleyways nearby.
If I remember correctly, when last we left our heroes, Connor was in the alleyway. We had
Mhm.
Arkov and Sarah in the cruiser, and I was going to be in the apartment.
Okay, so you're going to be inside of the apartment. Tanis, are you going to be hiding inside of somewhere? Or are you just going to be standing in the alleyway?
I am going to be hiding. I do have this thing called Mask of the Wild,
Okay.
which allows me to attempt to hide even if I'm only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, or other natural phenomena. I'm not sure what around would count for that. Are there any like piles of leaves?
There's like honestly, I hate to say it because you're in a city, you could use garbage.
Okay.
Because that is a natural occurrence in the city, and I think that's like one of the main ways that will work for you. So as a sort of spontaneous ruling, I'm gonna say you can hide in garbage.
That dumpster
Cool.
might be a good idea then.
I always knew that Connor was a dumpster fire waiting to happen.
I will attempt to hide in the garbage.
Okay.
Trash me.
I did that once and scared the hell out of someone.
I throw garbage in the ring. All right, I'm gonna say just roll a stealth check. As
Okay.
you're getting settled in the garbage.
First roll of the night. Gonna be a 17.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. You kind of duck in. You have to kind of get rid of the jacket a little bit because it's a little stark, and you kind of leave that.
Yeah,
in the,
I don't. I'll leave it in the cruiser. I don't want to get that all stinky anyway.
Yeah, you put that away. You just kind of hang it over one of the seats, and then you just kind of squat down into the garbage and stay hidden. Gibby and Zoran, you guys are in the car. I'm assuming you want to park this car in front of the alleyway, the entrance to the alleyway, just to get a good.
Would that be a bit too
visual sight.
conspicuous, or?
It's up to you.
What our police cruiser is decked out to look like a police cruiser as well, right?
It is a police cruiser.
Yeah.
It's lights on
It'd
top
be
of it.
very, very conspicuous.
I don't. Does anybody have like cloaking magic? Because I don't think I quite have that level yet to pull that off. Well, wait, what's this? I doubt it.
Everyone turns and looks at the sorcerer.
You see nothing. Ah, crap! I'm not a Jedi.
Unless you're hurting, I've got.
Oh.
You right there?
Yep.
Jesus.
My back just.
We have to
turned
postpone
weird.
the. We
You're
have to
assuming
postpone
this
the
EF
game because
hound.
Edward just pulled his back out.
What are you talking
That was
about?
me.
That was Connor.
Oh, Connor, sorry.
We're assuming this EF hound can understand the iconography of a police division. They were marked as being intelligent, but how intelligent? At the same time, we need ready access to get out and help.
And we also need you somewhat nearby as a potential bait.
I don't know. Could we cover the car with something like a sheet? Because people do that at night with certain cars. We'd have to
You
figure
said
out a way
there's
to
an
make
alley.
it.
Is it big enough for a car to fit in?
Yeah, it is, but it's very much going to be a squeeze. Like the mirrors are going to hit either side.
Yeah.
It's not
Are they
not intended
mirrors
for
that fold into the side of the car so you can scoot them in?
Yeah, you can.
So there you go.
Yeah,
If you
but
guys
then
wanna
how
hide
will
in
we
the
get
alley.
out?
Yeah, you're going to make
If
it
the
so we
mirrors
can't
won't
open the
fit,
car
doors
doors.
won't open.
Well, you hit the fucking gas and then open the doors.
And then the thing runs off because it got spooked.
If it runs off, it tells us something at least. Or if it's an SUV, you go out the back because the trunk will open.
It is not. It is a car.
Versus, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I tried. That was my idea.
For the sake of this, if you drive that into the alleyway, you cannot get out of it. The doors wouldn't open at that point.
Is it a 4-door vehicle or a 2-door?
It is. It is a 4-door vehicle. Yeah.
You said there's
Now,
an
what if we
apartment
parked
complex
half of
across the street, correct?
There is. Yes.
So, hey guys, how about you park the car on the opposite street, like where he can't see it?
Is
Get
there
out
a place
and go
we can
into
park
that-
it where it won't be seen? Because if we
Yeah,
just park it on the other side of the street, he's still going to see it.
No, I mean not on
You
our
could-
street, like the next street over.
You could park it on one of the other alleyway entrances. You would be able to see that particular fire escape, but you could park it potentially at an entry or exit point.
So, but basically what I'm saying is because there's an apartment complex across the street, if you walk up into that and get on the fire escape, you'd be across from the fire escape to a fire escape.
Is that how it's
Do we
laid out,
have-
Monty?
Yeah. There's not a fire escape on the other side of the apartments. It's only on the one side, which is the Century apartments that you guys are near right now. It's just a wall with like a couple windows on the opposite side. You guys
Is
can go
there-
on the roof, but
I was gonna say, is the roof an option if you go all the way up the stairs?
it could be.
I mean, can we just call in for an unmarked car?
Depends on what time it is, because you'd have to drive back and get it.
That's true.
I think the
I like
easiest
the-
thing-
Like 7.
I like the tarp idea.
We'd have to cut something. We'd have to be able to like make it so we can see out of it, but
Is there a reason we want to use the car specifically?
It was to serve as an extra barrier between Gibby and the creature, to see if it was going to go after her for being potentially a princess, or if it was going to go after Samuel, that it already knows or is targeting.
So
There's a
the idea-
variable we have to explore.
The idea is that we want her in close enough proximity where it can sense them both, correct?
That is correct.
So if you're on the roof and you see the thing turn to you, there's your answer, and you get the fuck off the roof.
At the same time, you're asking two unskilled people to roll stealth checks.
Leave her in the walkway leading off to the roof, so you're on the roof and she's behind the door.
Do we have hand radios?
I'm assuming yeah. You
We also
guys
have cell
hand
phones,
radios.
so
you guys
use
also have
text.
cell phones too.
yeah, that's true.
Make sure it's on silent.
Yeah.
Monty, I'm stating for the record, we all have our cell phones on silent.
Okay.
Like
We have
we've
enough figures.
established, we've established this thing is not for some reason strong enough to go into the apartment and just get the kid.
We don't know. We know that it's not doing that.
But like in terms of the idea of like us getting out of dodge if it notices us, how fast do these things move? Could it like do like the Ghostbusters style demon dog where it can just like scale the fucking building in like 5 seconds?
Honestly, we have no idea. We've only seen the goop and we've heard descriptions of the thing.
Can I roll
We've
on
seen
that
it vanish
actually?
in
Wait,
sunlight.
I guess it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. They're not
So
telling me.
what we know is this thing is sitting outside of the window, and the reason we hypothesized it didn't go in is because it's trying to soak up that energy, which it can faintly feel from the outside. So my question would be, how far across the street is it from that fire escape?
As far as what?
The building, the building across the street.
Say like 10 feet, maybe.
Oh,
That's not bad at all.
really?
It's narrow. It's very narrow. Yeah,
And
these are
how,
pretty-
so how far is the doorway that would lead out to the roof from the fire escape?
in the opposite building, the non-century
Correct.
apartments.
Correct.
I mean, you don't know. You're not up there. You could go take a look.
Yeah,
we
because
used
the
orb
thing-
checker on the fire
Yeah, the thing-
escape, the
the
signal
thing
was
we-
very weak.
The thing that I say we should check before, because we have some time before this thing is supposed to show up. Connor has that scanner. With Gibby up there, he will be able to tell how strong that signal is compared to Samuel, because it'll be going off with both of them. If he picks her up stronger than he picks up Samuel, there we go. We can keep her safe behind the door. If not, she's got to
Well-
get on the roof.
We checked last time. The signal outside of the apartment where Samuel is weak but still present.
Right. So we want to see how strong it is with Sarah on the roof.
Okay.
We know
Let's
that
see it.
when Connor and I were standing on the fire escape, once Gibby was back at the patrol car where we parked, there was no signal from her.
Which would have been across the street. So it's not going to see her anyway if you're that far.
You guys could like get some. You guys have materials. I'd say you could have binoculars and park the car a decent distance away and just look into the alleyway from the car with binoculars if you need to.
That's
If
fair.
we do that, that would still eliminate the variable testing.
It's true. The only other thing that we could do is we would have to put her either in the apartment with me, which would confuse us because Samuel's in there, so there'd be no way to know what it's looking at, or you would have to put her down on the street underneath the fire escape so that you know for a fact it's closer.
Tanis is hiding nearby. How close to the fire escape is he?
He's like right underneath it.
So she could hide
Alright.
with him.
Oh, how close is that dumpster you mentioned?
It's like right. So like the fire escape has like stairs going up. It's tucked underneath where it can still be opened, but it's like tucked underneath that.
What if we put her in the dumpster?
If we put her in the dumpster with Connor, that's probably safe because she'll already be concealed when the thing shows up.
Okay, I know I'm not supposed to have an opinion on this because I don't know, but how
no,
are you
feel free.
how are you convincing me to go into the dumpster?
We need you
Well,
to
first
hide.
we need to have that talk about what you will
well,
like
we
me.
need you to hide. And so the best way for you to hide, since you're not agile or stealthy, is to already cover you in something. And the only thing in the city is the garbage. So get the fuck in there.
All right, you guys
Oh
meet
my
up as
God,
you guys are outlining your plan, and you speak in character as you guys have come to a sort of conclusion, I'm going to say. So you guys meet up around the police car with your materials in hand.
So you will be in the apartment. Tannis and Gibby will be hiding in or around the dumpster. Where does that leave me? Actually, above game, how many exits and entrances are there to this little fire escape alleyway?
Looks like there's 2.
Honestly, Arkov, I would say put you on the roof because then you'll have vantage over everything. Like that's a
So
vantage
park the
point.
car across the street,
Well-
then get myself to the roof.
How high up is the roof?
These buildings, these apartment buildings are at most like 3 stories high.
Which
These
means
are not extremely tall.
he can at least see down onto the fire escape because the fire escape would lead up to the roof. So he's at least 10 feet above because the story is 10 feet.
I believe so.
Yeah, story is about 10 feet, so he'd be about 30 feet away from us. So
Yeah.
30
Oh,
feet
that's
away
well
from you,
within
but at
range
least
of all
10
my
feet
spells.
above the creature. So he would see it, he would see the alley, he would see the window.
Yeah. Samuel's apartment is on the 2nd floor, so it's going to be
Ooh, even better.
yeah.
So that's just 10 feet down then.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Also,
Right.
I believe we need to have a little discussion about a certain variable at play. Tannis, if you would be so kind.
So Lauren,
Yes?
have you been tested to see if you have princess?
I'm sorry, princess.
Yeah.
No. Why would I need to do that? I'm just. No, I haven't.
I turn on the sensor.
Beep 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 beep
Yeah,
beep.
turn it off.
Yeah, it goes silent.
That's
I walk away from her, and I turn it on again.
Beep beep beep
Walk closer to her.
beep 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 beep
Turn it
beep
off.
beep.
So there's
okay.
that.
Yeah, that's a good visual demonstration. Oh.
Didn't know how to tell you. So there you go.
No, that's okay. I mean
That
that.
is not why we are trying to hide you.
Oh, that's why you wanted me in the dumpster. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Is it? But I mean, is it good for me to be here then? Aren't I going to mess this stakeout out? Mess this up?
That is what
Wow.
we are testing, because if the creature can sense you, it will go after you, and not the helpless family that is inside the apartment.
Oh.
And we will be in position to help you.
Oh, this is a lot to learn on a Saturday.
Sorry.
Not bad for the first day, eh?
Yeah. Phew. Okay. Well, you seem like you have a plan in place, and that's more than I've got going on right now. So, yeah, let's go in the dumpster. That'll be fun.
Luckily, the dumpster is empty.
Oh, thank God.
Sweet.
There is a layer of grossness at the bottom.
Aw.
You guys have shoes. It does still smell really bad though.
Who has prestidigitation?
I was about to ask.
I do actually.
Yay!
There you go.
There we go.
Oh,
Use it.
hey, thank
Clean it.
goodness.
Can I cast that to make it smell more like something?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah.
You can also use it to clean surfaces.
Oh,
Can-
I will do
you-
that.
You could clean the whole damn thing.
It's the cleanest dumpster in Rampoon City.
There you go.
Hot damn.
Now I can just sit down Indian style and be like, well, I'm here.
Tannis Tannis, while he's getting into the dumpster, he takes his phone out and takes a picture of himself getting into the dumpster. He texts it to his daughter and says, "My job's weird sometimes."
Why did you just do bunny ears to the camera?
What? Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, it's cute. It's cute.
You get a response back after about 5 minutes. It's just LOL from your daughter.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, you get in position. Bryant, are you going to keep the patio door locked or unlocked? Bosco?
The patio door?
Yeah. Are you going to
You
keep
mean
it
the window?
locked? Yeah. Are you going to keep it locked or are you going to actually unlock it?
Oh no, it's gonna be locked.
It's a full patio door where you can just open it and walk on.
Oh, I thought it was just a window that lets you out.
No, this is like a sliding patio door that you can unlock and open.
Oh god, yeah, it's absolutely lock it.
Okay. Where are you going to position yourself in the apartment?
I'm gonna sit on the couch.
You're gonna sit on the couch? Okay.
Yep.
That puts you in visual from the window.
Right, I want this thing to see me, don't I?
Okay. Okay. No, I just want to make sure that's what you want to do. All right. And then easy enough for you, Zoran. You get to the roof of the other apartment building, and you just kind of position yourself up top. Okay. And as the night continues, it gets darker and darker.
About how long are we in this situation?
Well, I'm gonna say you guys eventually, after kind of coming together, you guys are in position by about 9 p.m.
So how long did it take from when we started to now?
Like you started your shift?
Like we agreed on the plan, got in the dumpster, and what time
How
is it
long
now?
have we been
Like-
in position?
Yeah.
Probably about, like, in position, you're starting now. In terms of planning, I'd say probably 2 hours. 2 to
2
3
hours?
hours. Yeah.
All right.
Are there
2
any
3 hours?
lights between these buildings?
Is there any what, sorry?
Any street lights? Is there illumination back in this alleyway?
Not in the alleyway, but on the main streets there are.
Well, I don't have dark vision, so this is going to be fun.
You have binoculars, do they have night vision on them?
That's a good question. Do they mighty
Nope.
voice in the sky?
Nope.
Great. Well,
You need to talk to the tech division for fun stuff like that.
We don't have night vision goggles? And we're on a stakeout? Alright.
You gotta ask the tech division.
Alright, I'm just gonna make a list of everything that I get in video games because I play way too much Call of Duty.
Jesus. All right.
Cat duty.
All right. So you guys get in position.
Okay.
Hours pass. Like tons of hours pass.
How many hours, Monty?
You guys start at 9. I'm gonna say probably at least 4 hours pass.
Okay, I'm gonna trance in that case.
All right. Yeah, you go
Get my
into a
shit back.
trance. Lauren, you watch as Tannis just kind of starts staring at the floor. Or how does Tannis trance?
He sort of folds up his he folds his legs up Indian style and does sort of like the Buddhist meditation pose.
Are you
He
guys
just
kinda,
stares off.
crossing your legs? Is that what that description is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We call it crisscross applesauce here, so I was a little concerned. I was
what?
confused.
Wow.
Well, we called it that when we were 4, but yeah, I mean.
Okay. Don't make fun of me. It's crisscross. You sit crisscross. I'm not crazy. I'm not. Is that? I'm not. Am I?
You're not crazy.
I call it Indian style too.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
it's Indian style.
It's Indian style.
Maybe it's an American thing.
It's also
Maybe.
probably really racist now, but I don't know. It's trendy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we say crisscross here, at least in BC. So, okay. Anyway, sorry for that aside. I was like, what are they talking? Are you talking about crossing
You
your legs?
seemed.
I'm so confused. Anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, he's just in the classic meditation pose with like his thumb and his finger touching, just.
Okay. I would like, because you guys are in the dumpster, so you guys can't, unfortunately, perception check because you're inside of a dumpster. I'm going to say Calzoran with disadvantage and Michael Bryant can both make perception checks.
Am I allowed
Just
to?
how dark
Oh,
this
right. You
alley
said I
is.
can't.
Yeah, you guys are in the dumpster, so you can't. Michael Bryant, you get just a straight roll because you are in a quasi-lit apartment.
All right, channeling Remy and 17.
Okay. And then Zoran.
I pressed the button, but it's not going through as of
Oh,
yet.
there he goes.
Now it did.
21.
16,
16.
actually. Disadvantage.
Yep.
As you guys are sitting in your positions, you begin to hear a noise. I'm just gonna try and find some better music here.
Also, Monty, just so I can call out directions, is directly in front of me, looking at the opposite end of the street. Is that considered north?
So if you turn left, your head left, and look out the patio door, across from you is the other apartment building where Zoran is.
Is that north?
I'm gonna say that's gonna be west from your
So that's
position.
west. Okay, cool. So north would be to my right.
The chain link fence
Okay.
that kind of caps the end of this alleyway is to the north,
Okay.
with the rest of the alleyway on the other side of that to the north. There is nothing to the south.
Okay.
Sorry, there's nothing to the east. To the south is the main entrance to this alleyway for this building.
East.
Yeah, east is the remain of Century Apartments.
So behind? Because if I look west and I see the building, east would be behind me. So the behind me is the alley they're in.
East would be the opposite way. So east would be west is the apartment building that Kelzoran is on. East is the rest of Century Apartments. South is how you entered this alleyway, and then
Got it.
north is the chain link fence that kind of splits the two alleyways.
Got it. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So as you guys are sitting there, you guys hear a noise
From which direction? That's why I asked specifically
from the alleyway. So from for you, Kelzoran, as you're looking down, it's to the east, and Bryant, for you, it's to the west.
So directly ahead of me, between Bryant and myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna type in our group text chat that I now have created because we need to be able to communicate silently. Movement to the west from my position.
I text back how close to where me and Tanis are.
How loud was it?
It wasn't very loud.
Still off in the distance, but noticeable.
10-4.
Yozoran will type in same for my position, but to the east. I assume between myself and Bryant.
No visual contact.
Text back. Keep us updated.
Copy that.
Kel, as you're outside, you begin to hear a noise, a really low.
Does it sound like a cat? Or is it
Roll
more
a nature.
bestial?
Roll a nature check.
That is an 18.
18. It is a cat. As you kind of walk a little ways to kind of one of the corners of the roof that you're on, in the alleyway over the chain link fence, you currently see two male cats who are having a bit of a standoff at the moment. It looks like they've knocked something over, which was probably the source of the noise. You watch as they're just kind of like puffed up and standing like across from each other, and then immediately they're just like on top of each other, and just there's fur flying everywhere.
Kel will put in the text chat. Disregard sound. It is just a cat fight.
Copy that.
Text back. Oh, good. I do like cats.
You do hear it in the dumpster. It sounds horrid. They're screaming at each other, and then you hear "Ah!" like that kind of noise that they make when they're fighting.
I thought they were supposed to dance and sing.
Cats don't dance.
Tanis is just sort of, he has the exact same expression on his face while he's meditating, but his eyebrows just go.
I gotta say, Monty, it's really nice of you to put Script Daddy in this campaign.
Yeah.
Actually, since they might be being distracting, can I cast something prestidigitation just to frighten them off?
Sure, yeah, you could reach out there within range.
Just like a little shower of sparks where they are.
Okay, I'm gonna say roll intimidation with advantage.
Because we don't need them making noise while we're trying to do this. Intimidation, you said?
Yeah, with advantage. So you're gonna take the higher roll of the two. Okay, 12. Good thing.
That is a 12.
And is a 12 with a natural 1 on the other side. As you do this, the cats go "Rah!" and they all just scatter immediately. You hear the sounds of like garbage being knocked over as they just go running out of the alleyway. Clearly, someone's pets.
Bye, Keithies.
Bryant, as you are sitting there, you begin to hear a noise inside of the apartment.
From where?
From one of the bedrooms.
I would like to go investigate.
Okay.
Whose bedroom?
Samuel's.
Is the door open?
No, it's closed.
All right. I would like to open it quietly.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Oh, Christ. How? How is that a 15? Sure.
You open the door and you currently see Samuel playing, even though it's really late at night. He's got a couple of stuffed animals and he's like reading a book under a flashlight.
I'll close the door.
Close the door. All right. 2 more hours pass. Zoran, I need you to make another perception check for me with disadvantage.
I'm sorry.
That
dude.
is a 7.
I don't think any of us have dark vision.
I do.
Oh, well, you're an
Elf
elf. You
does.
might. Yeah.
But he's in the dumpster.
I
We
didn't
should have
even
had
think-
him on the roof.
Yeah, but we didn't think of it. He wanted to be in the alley, and I didn't even think about being dark. And I thought we had night vision goggles because we were a SWAT team.
You're not a
thought they'd be
SWAT team.
We're not a
You're,
SWAT
you're
team.
you're a privately funded police
We're
division.
so not a SWAT team.
All right,
paid
look, like I
minimum.
said, I have a list of Call of Duty supplies that I will get for all of us.
Who do you think we are? The mailroom?
No, I
Yeah,
think we're.
exactly. Are you the postal division? I don't think so, Bosco.
You know what? I'm just
We
gonna say
find
this
a
for the
fake
record.
stamp.
Fuck the postal division.
All right. Zoran, you hear a noise, and as you go and look to investigate, you don't see anything. Brian, I
Where
want
did
you.
the noise come from?
You have no idea. You just heard a
I couldn't
noise
even
out
tell
of
a
nowhere.
direction.
Does any of us
Nope.
in the dumpster hear this noise?
I will say people in the dumpster roll perception with disadvantage, and then Michael Bryant just roll a straight perception for me.
Oh, this is-
Right.
I just realized I'm just not good at anything when I roll.
Perception. 10.
Ugh, not great.
Come on, Remy. 15.
Okay.
How the hell do I roll high? This is. And I'm
You
curious.
guys in the dumpster don't hear anything, assuming the lid's closed. Brian,
Probably best.
you begin to hear the clicking of something near the fire escape.
Clicking as in coming up the fire escape.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna text the entire group chat. Movement on fire escape, no visual.
Killzone will text back. Heard the sound, but have not seen anything.
Let's see.
Yeah, this alleyway is not lit. It is pitch dark.
Can I
No
sort of?
ambient
Can I
light
sort
either.
of?
I'm gonna go Tannis Gibby question mark.
It's like we don't hear anything.
You were
I'm
gonna say, Connor?
open. I'm gonna
Should we
open
check
the
it?
lid of the dumpster just a little bit and peek out.
Okay. Roll a stealth check for me first.
Okay, Sutelsu. 10.
10. Okay. You lift up the lid a little bit and roll a perception check for me. You have dark vision,
Percep-
correct?
Yep. Perception gonna be 16.
Okay. You see that large creature on the security cam footage currently walking up the first few steps of the fire escape. It is huge. This thing is big. And you watch as it takes probably about 2 or 3 steps, and then it stops.
Oh crud.
I'm going to just slowly lower myself back down and text back, it's there on the fire escape. I saw it.
Bryant is going to text back. Do you want me to hide behind the couch or prepare to engage? Question mark.
Think it. I'll text back. Think it noticed me. Get ready.
Then I'm gonna just stay on the thing.
Do I know that what he
Couch.
saw too, or was he the only one who could see it?
He's the only one who could see it. Unfortunately, you can't see. You don't have dark vision.
Janice, what did you what's out there?
It's there.
Oh,
It begins to continue up the stairs as you're watching it, Tanis. And the moment it reaches like the top where the window is, it stops and like kind of jolts a little bit and steps back slowly.
and this is the window of his son's room? Or the
window
apartment?
The patio window, yeah.
So
Okay.
it likely saw Bryant.
It begins to walk backwards down the stairs. You
I'll
begin to
text
hear
back.
it making noises.
I'll text back. Think it's retreating.
What kind of noises?
Oh shit, it's all Tanis. All right.
Like,
Heavy breathing.
is it uncomfortable or something?
It sounds like it's in pain. Like
Hmm.
labored, painful breathing.
I don't know if there's something to roll on that, but I don't really know animals. I don't
Not
have really a
an
nature
animal.
thing.
It's not really an animal, to be fair.
I guess it'd be Arcana then.
So hold
but
on.
even then-
Are we able to deduce that it heard Tanis open up the lid?
You don't know. It continued up the stairs, and then once it hit the patio, it stopped and started backing down. Like that went back down the stairs.
And Monty said once it hit the patio, so I'm assuming it looked through the patio door and saw Bryant.
Is that
I
what
didn't
Brian
see it
is?
though. I would have seen it.
You didn't notice it. I mean, like unless you were looking out the window.
I mean, I would have been if I knew it was
Maybe-
coming. I absolutely would have been.
I'll say roll a perception check to see if you noticed it.
All right. Sure. Now you roll like shit. 7.
Yeah, you didn't see anything.
I'm gonna text the group. Probably saw me.
At this point, the creature has made it down back to the kind of ground level and is beginning to, like, almost, like, suck in the air, if that makes sense. Like, it's making a really gross noise, like, and its, like, face is kind of leaning up into the air, and it's beginning to, like, stick its face near the ground and is moving towards the dumpster.
Is
I-
Tanis knows this, or does someone else notice this?
Tanis, you notice this.
Yeah, I'll just with a hand just slowly touch Gibby's shoulder, and I'll mouth, "It's coming this way."
Oh, crud.
Pick up my long sword.
I
and just
text
have
them.
it at the ready.
I get the text out. It's coming towards the dumpster.
It hovers onto the dumpster.
Hovers?
Yeah, it actually like just floats up and lands on top of the dumpster. You both hear as 4 feet hit the top of the dumpster and just begins to start digging down onto the plastic lid of this dumpster, eventually finding a point and lifting up the entire thing. Both of you look up to this horrifying visage of this mangled humanoid face, which you didn't see very clearly on the security cam footage. But now you see it. It looks like the nose has been broken in several places, and the entire face has been grabbed and like twisted slightly counterclockwise. It's this horrible visage. As it looks down to you, it snarls, and I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
Great. 18. Why would?
Putting me on the roof was a bad idea.
None of us have dark vision, so we were fucked no matter where we put you.
12.1.
14.
Question, Monty. Is there any quick or easy way down from this roof?
You can jump.
30 feet?
You can slide down the ladder.
Actually, yeah,
there's
that would make more sense if there's a
There
ladder.
is no ladder there, unfortunately. It's on the other
Just
side.
scale the fire escape because you're big enough.
You put me on the building across the street. You did not put me on the same building.
They both have fire escapes, don't they?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
You put me in the worst possible position.
Alrighty.
It's fine. You're my favorite character, and you're not in danger.
Oh, thanks. You realize this thing can kick your asses if it gets to me and uses me the way it could as a princess.
That's fine.
That came out slightly wrong.
I was gonna. Man. Oh boy.
Leave it alone.
We're gonna leave it.
We don't need to
Leave it.
think any more on that. Let's
Yep.
leave
How about
that
them
thought
initiative
process
rolls,
behind.
Monty? How about we figure out that initiative order?
Michael, and then we have Tanis, and then we have Zarin, and then we have Gibby, and then we have the creature.
Oh, good. It actually managed to roll worse than me.
What's your dexterity modifier, Michael?
It's nope.
Nope. All right.
-1.
Creature goes first.
Yep. Wait, what?
Huh?
I thought you just. What?
Oh, it tied with you.
It tied with you.
Oh,
Aw.
but
that's
it has
fine.
It has the higher dexterity modifier, so.
Of course, everybody has a higher dex mod than I do.
Alrighty. What's it gonna do first? Well, it sees you first, Gibby. And it is gonna attempt to grapple you. It's gonna try and bite down on you and drag you out of the dumpster.
No fun.
So I need you to make a either athletics or acrobatics check of your choice.
Acrobatics, because athletics is -1. Acrobats is a 1, at least. Okay. Oh, not bad.
Okay. Unfortunately, it beats you by 1.
Aw.
Oh.
It reaches in and Vero, as you're like grabbing your sword, you watch this thing comes in and Gibby, it grabs you by the shoulder with its face, like its teeth, like these blunt human teeth, and it just yanks you out and drags you back into the alleyway. You feel a pulsing pain in your shoulder as you are dragged out of the dumpster.
I think I would.
Well, it knows D&D because it's clearly geeking the mage.
Ugh.
That is going to deal a little bit of damage to you. It's not going to be a full amount of damage, but he did bite into you. You're going to take 3 points of piercing damage.
All right, we're level not high.
How do I...
That is your hit points. So you take 3 points of
Alright.
damage and you minus it from your maximum hit points, essentially.
I'm trying to find that on my damn thing. Where is it? Why am I not seeing this?
Character sheet, it is a big box right in the center.
Oh, hit points. Okay. So I just do what, like type in -3, or do I just hit 14?
You bring it down to 14.
Okay, 14.
Damn. Yep, this thing's played Shadowrun.
All right. It looks into your eyes. These piercing red, soulless eyes look back at you and just looks at you, and it just kind of is like inhaling very heavily. Okay, that ends the creature's turn.
At the moment, I am just sort of like a little bit shocked into fear, but it's like I can't go anyway, so it's just like, okay.
It's holding on to you as you turn around to look at it. You are still grappled, technically.
So it's got me from behind, basically?
Yeah, it's basically kind of got you from the front, and you're like looking at its face as it's like holding on to you. For the context, when you are grappled, so I'll just grab you the grappled condition here. My computer is slow. So your speed is 0, and you cannot gain to any bonus to speed. So you can't move, essentially, unless you break from the grapple.
Like
You are
anything?
Yeah.
You can still attack and do stuff like that and
You can
cast.
you can still attack and you can cast, but you can't move unless you break out of the grapple. He's physically holding you in place.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Michael, it is now your turn. You now hear a crashing noise. You heard the scraping, and then you heard a crashing noise and the sounds of thuds outside.
Okay, I'm gonna double move for my full movement all the way down
Okay.
to the fire escape.
Easy enough. You unlock the patio door, you throw it open, and you just start like scrambling down the steps, and you turn around and you see the creature, and it is right in front of you.
Awesome, that'll be my turn.
All right, it's currently got Gibby pinned to the ground at the moment.
Cool.
Tanis, it is now your turn.
I'm just going to vault out of the dumpster and try to smack this thing in the head with the scabbard of my longsword.
Okay, go ahead and
That'll
roll
be
to hit.
An unarmed strike. 7.
7 misses. You go to swing, and the creature like sees you and kind of side moves, and you just kind of get a couple of hairs and nothing more than that.
And then I'll sort of flip it around, bring it back, and try to swipe at it with my bonus action.
Okay, go ahead.
Another unarmed strike. It's gonna be, oh god, no. 8.
8. Yeah,
Wow.
you go to swing, you punch the thing, but your bones kind of like, it hurts. This thing is solid and very resistant.
Dude, are you okay?
It's tough.
Yeah, I'm aware.
All right, Zoran, it is now your turn.
Can I see better now that there's a lot of movement down there?
Yes, and as the patio door is thrown open, you begin to see some light kind of coming in. It's very low light, so it's not perfect, but you can see figures on the ground. You do see a giant figure currently pinning down someone. You don't know who.
Now, is that within 60 feet of me?
Yes, it is.
Alrighty. Then right next to the large figure, Zoran is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. What form does your spiritual weapon take?
Do you want me to be comedic or serious?
Up to you. It's completely up to you.
I know our call.
Ice cream cone.
Okay,
Oh,
it's an ice cream
God.
cone.
Like just the
Hey.
waffle cone portion.
Okay.
That'll be a blunt weapon.
Perfect. You summon up a spiritual weapon next to this creature. The creature kind of turns and sees it, and at this point the light kind of glows a little bit, and it kind of ignites. For you, Bryant, you now see the visage of this creature. It is very hideous and very frightening looking.
Now, as part of casting that spell, I can make a melee spell attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Does it require a bonus action? Because it's a bonus action to cast the spell, correct?
It is
Or
a bonus
not?
action to cast it. It says when you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack
Okay,
against the
yeah.
creature.
Absolutely, go
How
ahead.
would I roll that melee spell attack?
You just rolled it because
Oh,
I'll let you
never
re-roll
mind.
it.
Okay.
It's a natural 1, unfortunately.
Of course it is.
It's a 5. So the ice cream cone swings down and misses the creature. Actually, I'm gonna roll severity, but it's a spiritual weapon, so it can't really hurt. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt anybody else. It just misses, I'll say.
Alright,
So-
then with my movement, I'm going to try to get down there.
Okay, so you
What would
head
be the
back.
quickest route?
Okay, you head back down the stairs. So that'll take you probably 1 round of just with dash, probably 1 round, and if you dash again, you'll get to the alleyway by your 2nd round. So
Now, it should be noticed this spell does not say I have to make a melee spell attack against a creature I can see, just one that's within 5 feet of the weapon.
yeah, you can just command it to attack it essentially, and just leave it at that. I'll say.
Good.
All right. Gibby, it is now your turn. This thing is crunching down as its more threats begin to present themselves. This thing is kind of bearing down on you a little bit more.
In desperation, I'm shoving my hand straight into its face and using Shocking Grasp.
Okay. No metal, so no advantage, but go ahead and roll to hit.
That my D6.
Just
You,
click,
you should be able to
click the
just click
spell.
Shocking Grasp. Yeah.
Yeah, just click
Okay.
Shocking Grasp, it should go off.
Where'd it go? Oh, right, that's in. Sorry, core.
I told you that was a
spells,
badass
Shocking
spell.
Grasp.
7. You reach out and you grab it, and sparks erupt, but it just kind of takes the bulk of it. It does flinch at it, and it just begins to just like growl, this really low growl.
It's crunching down on me. Okay, if it's I didn't want to use this ahead of time, but I really want this thing off of me. Can I go ahead and use quick spell?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Spend a sorcery point and use Quicken Spell.
Let's see, would that get it off me? What does it say?
So basically, it lets you.
Okay, I'm going to use Vicious Mockery and scream at it, get the fuck off of me.
All right, that is a wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw. Vicious Mockery, isn't that a cantrip?
It is a
It is a
cantrip.
cantrip.
You've already used a cantrip with Shocking Grasp, so it has to be a spell.
Oh, I thought because
Yeah.
this one is a cantrip that has 0.
Well, Quicken Spell, I think it changes the duration time. So instead of using a standard, it'll like change it to a bonus or something.
Yeah, it changes it to
If I use an actual, God, if I use an actual spell, that's gonna tap all of my sorcery points. Because all the spells I have use at least 1, and I only have 3.
Well, your spells don't cost sorcery points; they cost spell slots. They're different.
Yeah, so Quicken Spell would allow you to like, so you already cast, so your turn would be over. If you use Quicken Spell, it lets you cast something else because it changes the duration. Because normally you can only cast 1 spell per turn.
So you have, looking at your spells, you have 4 slots of first level, so you can cast 4 first level spells.
And yeah, I remember my first level spells: Mage Armor, Detect Magic, Chaos.
We actually make sure.
I
it's
think. Do I really have 4? That only seems like 3 level 1s.
You should have 4.
Nope, I have Mage Armor, Detect Magic, and Chaos Bolt. That's all I have in my level 1s.
Looks like your Chaos Bolt got reset as well. Oh, no. You got level 2. You have your level 2 spell down there as well, so you do have 4 in total.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, fine. I'll spend 2 for quick spell, and since Chaos Bolt was the only thing that's going to be a spell that attacks it, I will use that.
All right. Unfortunately, for some reason, the spell reset. Roll20's been kind of a jerk right now, so I'm just gonna look up Chaos Bolt and tell you what to do here, because unfortunately, it deleted that. So let's grab Chaos Bolt. So it is a ranged spell, which means if you're doing into melee, which you are in melee, it's going to be with disadvantage, but you would have disadvantage anyway because you are grappled, I believe.
Yeah, it says the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 of a particular type of damage, which you will roll on a d8. So 1 is acid, 2 is cold, fire, force, lightning, poison, psychic, and thunder. So she has to roll a d8 for the type, and then 2d8 plus 1d6.
All right, so start by rolling a d8 for me, Sarah.
Okay, how do I... Okay. Because I don't know where the button is, so I'm just going to type it out.
Yeah, just type it out.
Yep.
That's completely fine.
Do I do 1d8?
Yeah,
Correct.
just 1d8 to determine the damage of the Chaos Bolt. 1.
Oh,
Okay.
come
It's gonna be
on.
acid. It's
That's
acid.
good.
Be
It's gonna
acid.
do- it's
Oh,
gonna do
acid.
damage.
That's good.
All right, so I need you to roll a spell attack for me. So I need you to roll a d20 plus 5.
Roll... 5 d20s or just 1 d20 plus 5?
1 d20 plus 5.
1 d20 plus 5. Does that plus 5 need a space?
I don't know. I don't type in. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Now I need you to do that one more time for me because you're attacking with disadvantage because you're grappled.
Okay.
Come on, stay high.
Plus 5.
Fine. All right. Unfortunately, it misses. You reach out your hand, and the creature, like as you're reaching out with your other hand, the creature noticing you doing putting up a fight, growls and shoves you on the ground. Its teeth sinking deeper into your arm, and your bolt just goes wide and smacks up against one of the apartment walls.
Okay, so now I've used a spell slot, right? Or...
Yes.
Correct.
That was first level, so now you have 3 spell slots left. So
So I can use 3 more spells, and I only have 1 because I did use Quicken, so I've used up 2 sorcery points.
So you have 1 sorcery point left. Yes.
I'm just noting that. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm seeing you do that. I'm trying to look to see if I can help you in any way, but you've got it. All right.
Figuring.
That
Of course,
ends
I wish
your
it had been
turn.
more effective.
That's all right. Though that was actually a really good strategy because
Really good strategy, though, to get it away from you. The Yeth Hound is pissed because it sees all of you now, and you are all threats.
Sounds like it's a him problem.
He's gonna let go of you, Gibby.
I'm gonna roll the fuck away.
Oh, he's standing on top of you at this point. This
Oh,
is a big creature.
So he's still grappled. Is she still considered grappled?
She is not grappled anymore. It lets go
Okay.
of her. And it moves over top of her with its 4 legs. And it is going to use Baleful Baying. So I need everybody, including Zoran, who can hear this, to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, good. I at least have proficiency in this.
Do I just hit wisdom?
Yep.
Wisdom
Wisdom save. It should be in your
saving
saving.
throw. So if you go up to the top,
Are
underneath-
you?
Oh my god, we're rolling like crap
Wow.
right now.
Oh,
That is
a
a
natural
natural.
1 for Arcov 2.
Oh
This is-
god.
Tell you what, I'm gonna wait a little bit while the RNG resets itself. Is this
That's-
a charming effect? 'Cause I have an advantage against charming effects.
it is not. It is a fear effect.
Okay.
Absurd.
Sorry, guys.
Nope, that's
That's just
fine.
roll 20, baby.
Hey, Monty, it can't possibly be that bad. It's not an adult red dragon.
It's not.
It's true. All right, wisdom saving throw. Here I go. 13.
You just passed with a 13.
Woo!
Okay. So everyone who failed, which is everybody but Tanis, you are all frightened.
Great.
And any creature that starts its turn within 30 feet of the hound must use all of its movement on that turn to get as far away from the hound as possible.
Which I can't because it's standing on me.
Yeah. You can get up. You're just prone at the moment. Additionally, you must finish the move before taking any action and must take the most direct route, even if hazards lie in the way. Alright. So that is the creature's turn, as it's looking now again, Gibby, to grab and drag you away. Michael, it is now your turn.
So I will.
You are-
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move 30 feet away with my movement, which is what I can do. And then that ends the effect, right? Because I have moved away.
It does not end the effect, no.
So, but what can I do now that I've moved? I can do an action, right?
You can do an action, yes.
Okay. Can I dash just back to where I was? Because that's double move.
No, actually, it says if you're within 30 feet of it, you have to use all available movement to move away. So you have to take a dash action to get away from this thing.
Well, my only available move is 30 feet of movement.
Wait, it doesn't. If it doesn't specify that you use the dash action to move away from it, then you still have your action.
Okay. Yeah, you do.
But if you're feared, you can't move.
That's what I'm
towards
asking.
it.
So
Yeah,
the fear
yeah.
effect doesn't end after you do the move. It just means that you have to move and then you can do something from a distance.
Yeah, exactly. So you move. Sorry, thank you, Connor. Yeah, you move away from him.
Okay. Then I'm gonna full defense, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Yeah, you're terrified. Like your heart is like pounding in your chest.
Yep, Mike's a bitch. Great. Okay.
Tanis, you are not afraid. And you are standing next to this thing as it is like currently, assuming Gibby's putting up a fight to keep this thing away. This thing is trying to find another place to basically just grab and drag her away at this point.
Tanis removes his sunglasses, shoves them into his collar, and says, "Okay, that's disturbing the peace." And he flicks open his long sword and goes in for a huge slash with it, two-handed.
All right.
It's coming. Oh, it's coming.
Roll 20.
Any second now.
Any second now.
Any second now.
Wow. Yeah, roll 20.
Suspense is terrible. I hope it doesn't last.
There it is.
Wow.
22.
22. Go ahead and roll damage.
So I just, from while it's sheathed, I just rush forward and shing, just anime swordsman style, totally just 11 slashing damage.
As you bring down the sword, you feel it go through the flesh, and you look up, and there is no damage at all.
Okay.
It
Oh.
appears to be immune
Yep. I just.
to
Yep.
slashing damage.
It may be siphoning magic from me, because I'm right here.
So at least we know that now. I can actually not meta that. Okay, cool.
All right, I'll then resheath my sword and rush in to hit it a couple times with it still sheathed.
Okay.
I will spend a key point to use Flurry of Blows.
All right.
So unarmed strike number 1. Any second now. Oh, there we go.
There you
24.
go. That hits.
7 bludgeoning.
There's a resounding thunking noise as you punch this thing square in the face, and almost anime style, it just kind of turns and looks towards you as your fist is still in its face.
And while it turns to look at me, I just bring my knee up underneath its jaw.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Another unarmed strike. Oh, that was pretty immediate. 18.
That hits.
Another max damage.
7. As you pun, this thing is taking no damage from you.
What the fuck?
Call me crazy, but I really think we need to get me away from it.
Yeah, get the. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
That.
Does that end your turn, Tanis?
So where is Lauren at the moment?
I'm
She's
under
under
it.
Under
She's
this thing,
underneath
but
this
she's not
thing.
grappled.
Yeah, she's not grappled though.
I'll try my best to like interpose myself between this thing and Gibby.
It's kind of impossible. It's over top of her physically.
Like you would have to
Grab
crawl
her.
underneath it, like
grab her.
somehow, and not have it mind.
And then I'll just have myself at the ready. I'll just say, Gibby, get out of here.
Are there any
Alright.
saving throws for this fear effect?
At the end
Like
of the turn.
repeating at the end of our turns?
Yes. 1 second. Let me just double check here. Oh, actually, it's over now.
What?
Well, actually, it's next turn. So you guys are all afraid until it's next turn. So
Okay.
yeah. So Zarin, you are feared.
Yep, but I'm
The
currently moving through the staircase, yes.
the sound of this howl like stops you in your tracks, and you kind of nervously begin to step back up the stairs as you are afraid of this thing, and knowing how dangerous it is, the fear kind of overtakes you and you can't progress down anymore.
But I can head back up on top of the roof to where I can see it, yes? I just can't
Yes.
move within 30 feet of it.
You can, yes. So I would say you could run back up to the roof if you want to.
Then I will move in position. I will go ahead as a bonus action, have my spiritual weapon do its attack.
Okay, absolutely.
That is an 18.
That hits.
And that is for 8 force damage.
Nice. Tannis, as you're like trying to get it into a proper position, you watch as this ice cream cone just kind of whips around from behind you and just bashes this thing over the head. The rate, it does force damage? Yeah, force damage. The force damage smacks down, and you see now as the nose begins to bleed.
And now that it's taken damage and I can see it, is it within 60 feet of me?
As you run up, yes, it is within 60 feet of you.
Toll the dead.
That is a saving throw. What saving throw is that?
Wisdom.
That is wisdom. DC 12.
That's gonna be a 5, so that's a failure.
And it takes max damage of 12 necrotic.
Necrotic damage, very nice.
You will not touch my friends!
As it looks up towards you, you kind of like duck behind the roof.
Oh no, Kel's knees are shaking like a leaf.
Your tail is like.
Like tail between the legs, knees shaking, knocking together like.
But luckily, there's a
Dave.
balcony. Like it comes up to your waist, so it can't actually see any of that.
Alrighty, Gibby, it is now your turn. You're in a precarious position here.
Run.
So I'm feared, so I gotta go, right?
Yep, you get up and you run as far as you can.
And it
So how far
provokes.
do I go?
It provokes.
30 feet. 30 feet. I'm gonna say. For you, you're just gonna roll over, get up, and run. So 30 feet. I'm assuming you're gonna go near Michael.
Tannis is still where I was, and I want to be away from there. So, sure, I'm gonna go for Michael.
All right, you run and you catch up to Michael and just kind of swing kind of around next to him.
Firebolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Like I can use cantrips again once I have a turn, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cantrips, you gotta just watch because cantrips take an action. Some spells are a bonus action and some spells are an action. So, Firebolt is an action, but it's a very good
Cool.
cantrip.
What do I need to roll for that?
You
Oh,
need
just
to
roll. Duh, of course.
Just click the button. Yeah.
No, I gotta.
This
go.
will be with disadvantage because you're still afraid of this thing. You have the fear effect on you still.
Did it go?
I rolled 12.
Nope,
Unfortunately, you throw, but your hands are shaking, and it just like you kind of hit it on the rump, but it doesn't do any damage to it. It just kind of like shakes it off, and then turns back its attention towards you, noticing that you've escaped.
Oh, maybe that was stupid then.
All right, it is now the creature's turn, so all of your fear effects now end. None of you guys are feared anymore. It is going to attack you, Tannis, as you've gotten its way, and it's very pissed right now.
All right, that was my plan.
It leaps on top of you and brings down its blunted teeth into your shoulder. Oh, sorry, that's out. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna hit. That's an 11.
That does not hit.
Yeah,
It tries to go down on my jaw, but I unsheath my blade and it bites down on the steel.
It is fighting you. It's like the whole weight of this thing is like riding, and you're kind of just pushing back up with your sword as this thing is gnawing.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down.
No.
Oh, that's not disturbing.
Nice.
All right.
That's actually really cool sound. Nice.
That ends the hound's turn. Michael, it is now your turn. You kind of shake off your fear at this point.
I'm gonna full defense in front of Gibby, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. That brings us around to Tannis. This thing kind of just shoves itself off of you and snarls.
Okay. It is immune to slashing and bludgeoning damage, my two main sources of attack. What do I do? Boy, I'm going to interpose myself once again between myself and Gibby. I'm just going to circle around it, and I'm going to go for another longsword slash two swings.
Okay, go ahead.
Two-handed, one swing.
Okay.
Any second now.
Oh, Jesus. Roll 20.
Any second now. Yeah. I checked the Roll20 website. It's just 12.
12 misses. You go down to swing, and it just kind of, again, sidesteps and moves out of the way.
Okay. Resheath it again. Gonna use a bonus action to go for another swing with the sword while it's sheathed.
Okay, go ahead.
This will be an unarmed strike. 23.
That hits.
For 5 bludgeoning damage?
You punch it in the face again, and it's completely unfazed. It doesn't even close its eyes.
Shit.
It looks at you.
You want food? I can get you some if you calm down. We just need to-
Zoran. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm so sorry.
We just need to calm down, okay?
All right, that ends your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoran, it is now your turn.
Is there a way to circle on the roof to get closer to that thing without actually having to go down the stairs again?
You're not
there
feared.
is.
Yeah, you're not feared anymore.
You're not feared anymore. It's over.
Oh, I know, but it's still going to take a turn to get down there, and I'd rather stay in range where I can actually do some damage.
You know what? Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Alrighty. And that is going to be... That's a 10.
10 is just what you need. On the opposite towards the north side of the building you're on, there is a pipe that leads down. But that leads to the part of the alley which is blocked off from the chain link fence. You could climb down that pipe or slide down that pipe and then attempt to climb over the chain link fence. That would take your entire turn, though.
It has not moved. I'm still within the same range I was, correct?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Then first off is Spiritual Weapon, because I have that for 8 more turns after this.
Okay, bonus action.
Any moment now. There it is. That is a natural 20.
Damn, Markov.
Alrighty.
And that is a 10 plus 6 force damage. 16.
Woo!
Points of force damage.
Thank you.
So
Kill it. Kill it.
sweet.
Please just kill it.
This thing gets bashed over the head in front of you, Tanis, as it's looking at you. Roll an insight check, Tanis, as this thing gets hit and it yelps and kind of staggers on its feet.
Go to regular jail. Bonk.
Do not pass go.
11.
Okay. This is a very piteous creature. As it gets hit, it looks towards you and looks towards your sword and says, "Set me free."
Oh,
Alrighty.
I just realized.
In before the Full Metal Alchemist memes.
Gibby, it is now your turn.
It's not
Oh,
my
sorry,
my
your
turn.
turn
That
is
was
not
just a
over. I'm
bonus
sorry.
action.
I'm sorry. I almost pulled a panic there. I'm sorry.
You did pull a panic.
I know. I'm so bad.
So, I have 2 options. I'll let the party decide. Aggressive or passive?
Aggressive.
Aggressive.
Passive
Toll
aggressive.
that dead then.
Aggressive.
Told the dead. All right.
Kill it.
Is it wisdom
that's
saving
gonna
throw?
be Wisdom saving throw. Okay. That's gonna be a pass. It's a soft 20 for it.
Alright.
Takes no damage.
Takes no
Yep,
damage.
no damage.
You guys listen as kind of gonging through the alleyway, just low kind of bell toll rolls through. Gibby, it is now your turn.
Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll that d20 plus 5. 15 hits. Roll a d8 for me really quick just to determine what damage this is going to do.
D8.
7 psychic
Ooh.
damage. So that's going to be... wow. So I need you to roll 2d8.
Roll 2d8.
It's 2d8 plus 1d6, right?
Yeah, so roll a d6 as well.
Really powerful for soul spell.
It is. It's a nasty spell. Alright, so that's going to be 3 psychic damage, and then 10... I believe
It's the same type of damage.
Oh, it is all the same type of damage, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it takes 10 points of acid damage. Sorry, it takes 10... I can't words. It takes 13 points of psychic damage. You watch Tanis as a concussive, like, Gibby, like, points her finger, and a concussive blast explodes. I'm gonna see if your wild magic goes off. It does not. You're fine. As you point towards it, and the thing's ears, like, blood just erupts from its ears as its entire head gets, like, blasted back by this psychic force. It staggers on its feet, shaking. Does that end your turn, Gibby?
I can't do any more actions, right? I could just move if I wanted to.
Yeah, you can move if you want to.
I think I'm good where I am.
Okay. It is now the creature's turn. It is going to go for a bite attack on you again, Tanis.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Oh, fuck me.
Aw.
Oh, wait, you're not frightened. Okay, thank God. Still double dice. That's 19 points of piercing damage to you.
Ow.
This thing jumps on top of you and just bites into your side, like frustrated at you. You can feel the ribs like kind of crunch inwards as it's like pinning you to the ground.
Ow.
And snarling and drooling.
How much damage was that?
That was
19.
19 damage.
Oof.
The crit. That ends this creature's turn.
Ow, God. You still up?
Barely.
Damn.
Tanis, it is now your turn. You manage to kind of like shove the creature away and kind of grab your side as it's bleeding. You can feel warm blood oozing out of your uniform.
Ugh. I check my shoulder. I'm like, ugh. And he sort of just puts his sword back on his belt, and he wraps his arms around this thing.
Okay.
We can help you. You just gotta calm down. Please. Calm down. We're here to help. And I'll just be trying to calm it down as best as I can. I can't do anything.
God.
I will spend a key point to patient defense if it
Okay.
tries to do anything else.
Please
but
don't die.
yeah, I'll just sort of have the familiar mirage like heat coming off of my shoulder. You gotta calm down.
Give power. Free. Kill. Free. And it just kind of bares its teeth.
While I have my arms around it, can I attempt to grapple it?
Sure, yeah.
It's an athletics check, right?
It is a larger creature than you, so it's with disadvantage.
Okay. There's not a lot I can do. 7.
Okay. You try to like grab this thing, and it just like kind of shoulders you off of it. All right. That leads us to Zoran. It is now your turn.
This thing still has not moved, correct?
No, it has been staying in place and fighting Tanis this whole time.
Alright. Then I am going to cast Healing Word on Tanis at 2nd level.
Okay.
Any moment now. That is 7 to start with, but due to being a Disciple of the Life, the creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. Now, do I count that as just a 1st level spell, or do I count it as a 2nd level cast?
Did you cast it at 2nd level?
I did.
I'm gonna say then it's 2.
Okay, so you gain an additional 4 HP. So,
Okay.
11 HP back in total. Now that is my
Well-
bonus action.
And let's see what I can do as an action. That was,
The rules for spellcasting. I can cast a bonus action spell, but then I'm stuck with cantrips for the rest of the round as an
Yes.
action, right?
Yes.
Totally did.
Okay.
any moment now.
Bong.
Another DC 12 check.
That is going to be a 14, unfortunately,
Balls.
as it resists the effect.
Well, I still helped.
At this point, it actually notices you on the roof, Zoran. Because it kind of watches Tanis's eyes as Tanis looks up to you and kind of gives you like a nod of like thanks. The creature kind of whips its head around and looks up and sees you. Wasn't aware of you up until this point.
Huh. Oh, right, ice cream cones. It wouldn't have been.
Yeah. That ends your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Gibby, it's now your turn.
Good frickin' grief. Remind me, is Michael still next to me?
Yeah, he's right next to you.
Okay. There's a way to... And Tanis, how are your hit points?
All right now.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I wasn't looking so great earlier, but yeah, I'm fine now.
He looks better. He still looks roughed up, but he looks definitely better than what he was earlier.
Okay, remind me, well, he's on the roof, and Michael's next to me, and I'm trying to think what's the better option here.
Kill it.
Well, I was thinking of, I forget, can I use mage armor on myself?
Oh yeah, absolutely you can.
But I'm wondering what's the better option here, because I have one sorcery point left. Can I use mage armor on myself or Michael, then twin spell that and extend it over to Tanis?
Yeah, you can. If it's ranged, though, I think you have to touch them.
Well, it is touch, but the spell for twinned doesn't, as long as it's not a range of self, it's not really range of self if I can use it on Michael.
You have to be able to touch me is the thing.
Yeah, it requires...
You
Yeah.
have to use it on me and
the
you, and
action.
we're not even in danger. We're not even 30 feet to this thing.
Yeah.
Also,
Alright, then... Because I can still probably do something like that if I feel like it, I suppose. Alright, let's Chaos Bolt again.
Okay.
Was that D20?
Yeah, roll a D8 first. Okay, 6. That's gonna be poison damage.
Nice.
That's not a fun way to go. Alright, 1d20 plus 5.
Come on.
also for the record, mage armor would do me no good at all.
Yeah, because the way mage armor works in this is it gives you a basic AC, and if your AC is already higher than that, it lowers it.
All right, that hits. So roll 2d8.
Oh, this thing is gonna get rocked.
For the record, I'm at this point. Is Tanis the only one hearing this thing say these things to him?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
he's right up
really.
close.
It is struggling to talk.
2d8, you said?
Yeah, 2d8 to
Correct.
start. 11, okay, and then 1d6. Okay, 12. You like flex out your hand and coalesce your magic, and this almost like this dart-like, almost like condensed plasma-like dart shoots and rockets out of your hand and strikes this thing in the side. Now, do you want to kill it or do you want to knock it out?
Kill it.
Don't. This is her choice.
I mean, to be fair, I don't hear what it's saying. All I hear is is it attacking. So I would probably be inclined to kill it.
All right.
But though if I had heard it saying that thing, I would still be inclined to kill it because that's what it seems to want.
All right. So as you shoot the dart out, it strikes into the creature. The creature kind of like staggers on its 2 feet, kind of turns away from you, Tanis, takes 3 or 4 steps, and thunk onto the ground and just begins to spasm on the ground until eventually it just slows.
Oh wait, maybe we should have questioned it. Now I feel stupid.
And goes still. Its paws all curl inward as its face, this horrible visage, lobs to the side and almost seems to be at peace.
I suppose that's a plus. Kind of wish we'd questioned it now first, though. Out of game.
To be fair, I don't think it could even talk.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, it was attacking. All right.
You guys all kind of catch your breath. And at this point, you begin to see lights turning on in the various different apartments. And people are starting to open their windows. Yeah, this fight was very quick. It was a very fast fight. And people are just like, they're not really saying anything. They're just opening their windows and looking down. They see you guys in your uniforms and aren't really saying too much.
Can I do that climbing thing with the pipe and chain link fence now?
Sure, yeah.
Will I need to make any checks for that? Because I'm a
I'll
big
say
boy.
Athletics or acrobatics of your choice for both.
They're both horrible, so athletics.
Perfect. Great.
Any moment now.
I'm gonna go puke in the corner.
Okay.
Return to your homes. There's nothing to see here.
It's a
Go back to sleep, everyone.
Oh no. Zoran, you kind of like climb around like the edge of the one building and you get onto the pipe and then you hear a as you just fall. Like it just peels off of the building and you fall onto the ground.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
I mean that's funny as shit, but aw.
You're gonna take a lot of damage. You're taking
14
points of damage.
How much?
14 points as you guys are like, everyone return to your homes. You guys hear, and then a poof, crashing.
That's more than half my health.
And you turn over and you see
Oh
Zoran
my
currently in a pile of garbage, just like.
I am okay.
I'm done puking. I go help him up. Yeah, don't
Why
you
would
look
you
it.
do that?
God.
There's nothing
He's good,
to see
folks.
here, Pete.
He's good. He's good.
And he's sort of hobbling on. He's using his sword as like a makeshift cane right now as he hobbles over to the rest.
I think I landed on a glass bottle.
I'll
Oh no, it wasn't a glass bottle. It was a spoon.
I'll go ahead and lower myself towards this creature and roll it over if it's on its face and do a little thing right. Well, I'll roll it over so it's facing the sky and I'll put my fingers to its neck.
Okay. I assume you're checking for a pulse.
Yeah.
Roll a medicine check.
Not bad actually. I say as I get a 6.
It's still, you don't feel a heartbeat. You're not even sure how you even find the pulse on this thing. But it is not moving, and there's currently just blood and drool coming out of one side of its face, just like literally making a puddle next to its head.
But I don't feel any. I feel like the heat is leaving it, or.
I mean, it's got fur, so it's hard to tell.
Is it dead? Or is it just bleeding out?
I think it's dead.
Do you want me to check?
Your broad guess is probably better than mine. I'm gonna go lay down.
Should that be a medicine check if you'll allow it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll get into the car and I'll call this in on the radio.
That is a 14.
Okay. It looks like whatever Gibby did probably shut down its nervous system and then killed it afterwards.
So no chance to tie it up and then heal it.
No, this thing is dead. Dead.
Sorry.
That is okay. It was a threat to Samuel and yourself, and no doubt others. But for now, it is evidence. We should bind it just in case and put it in the trunk.
You
Also,
guys do have body
Miss
bags.
Caroline.
We do? Wouldn't
Yeah.
we have wouldn't we outsource?
You guys have one in your back. Yeah, you always have a body bag in the back of your trunk.
I'll go get the
I'm
body
calling a
bag.
corner for this. I'll go ahead and
This creature is not considered a citizen, so you would not have to call a coroner for this one.
Oh, he wouldn't?
No. If it's a humanoid, then yes. This is not a humanoid, clearly. So no. So you guys can bag it up.
Is anyone else in the party looking, well, besides myself, injured and or wounded?
I think it's just Tanis. Oh wait, no, Gibby got bit a little bit. But
I only took 3 hits.
despite its aggression, it was making sure not to kill you, but it was not being nice about it.
You regain 4 hit points, Gibby.
That put me back up to solid, basically. Thank you.
Yep.
At this point, you see now the open patio door. Caroline now is stepping outside with a jacket on, and kind of walks to the edge of the fire escape and looks down to you. Is it over? Did you get it?
Yeah, we got it. It's over.
We got it, yes.
Oh, thank the gods. She
Okay.
turns around and rushes back into her apartment, closing the patio door behind her, probably to go find Samuel. You
Can
assume.
Kel actually go up to the patio door and knock on it real quick?
Sure, I mean, it's open. It's unlocked.
Well, he doesn't want to enter unannounced.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of dong, dong, dong on the patio door. And eventually Caroline comes back, and she's currently holding Samuel, who's holding onto that book he was reading earlier that he shouldn't have been. And she kind of opens up the door. Yes. Oh,
Are
I'm
you
so
and your
sorry.
son okay?
Yes, we're fine. We heard the noises, and we heard that scream. That was the same scream I heard when she kind of taps her leg a little bit. It's gone, though. It's gone, finally.
It is, yes.
Okay. Oh, she starts hugging Samuel. It's over. It's over.
We will take care of the cleanup that remains. For now, you and your son should try to rest.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She kind of reaches out and just kind of grabs part of your jacket and just kind of squeezes really, really hard. Thank you so much.
Can Kel hug her? Her and Samuel both?
Sure, if you want to.
Big group hug.
Okay, you give her. She's like, oh, as you kind of hug her. Your muzzle. You feel a hand on your muzzle as like Samuel's just kind of like holding onto a couple of your nostrils. Like
Keep
just
in
kind
mind,
of.
he is exceedingly cold to the touch as well.
Yeah, you're pretty chilly, but she is wearing a jacket, so.
It is all okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And that about ends what I was going to do, because I was going to cast Lesser Restoration on her just in case, but I used up all my level 2 slots.
She seems fine. Shaken, but fine. The 3 of you guys outside, what are you guys doing?
Probably bagging the body.
Okay, yeah.
I suppose I could call Lucy. I mean, granted, someone called it in already, so I don't know if Lucy is aware, but
Yeah,
It's
I probably
like
would have been doing that.
3 a.m. right now. It's like 3, 4 a.m. right now, just for context.
So probably not Lucy, but we'd probably
Whoever dispatches.
somebody would still be working.
I believe the night shift worker is Whitbraid? Whitebraid? Something like that.
Let me check my notes.
The front desk worker switches out at night.
So it's not gray.
It's usually gray, but I believe it's Whitbraid is the
Yeah,
other
is
one.
it-
Yeah, it's going to be Hogarth Whitbraid is going to be the night desk worker.
Hogarth Whitbraid.
Yeah.
All right, let me write that down.
Okay. So you guys bag up the body. It is heavy. It takes 2 people to carry this thing. It's bulky and muscular. You guys load it up into the trunk. It barely fits. You have to like fold it in itself to get it to fit. As you guys kind of slam the trunk down and collect, what other evidence there is, which there's basically none.
Its blood is still staining the ground, right?
Oh yeah, there's a sizable blood. Most of the blood that you see is actually Tanis's.
Can I just clean that?
Sure, yeah. You kind of.
I just don't want to leave anything of this creature behind, just in case.
Yeah, for sure.
Monty, was there any of that weird residue when we were fighting this thing? I didn't even think to ask.
Surprisingly, no. You don't see any. Yeah. You get the sense that probably it's produced when it leaves, not when it arrives. Yeah.
Makes sense.
You guys kind of collect your stuff and you load up into the police car. You all are tired as hell. You guys drive back to the precinct and we're going to take a break here.
Nice.
Yeah. take a
That was
short break.
miserable for our first combat.
Yeah, that was well, it was 3-on-1, so we had the advantage at least.
I just wish I hadn't killed it. Though on the other hand, if I had heard it saying what it said, I probably would have done it out of pity anyway.
I mean, it made sense to kill it because it was trying to kill Tanis.
I mean, I have theories on what it may have been.
I dealt max damage to it on my 3 opening strikes.
I'm
and
so
it was immune
sorry.
to all of it.
Oh,
Max
Tanis,
damage
so
told the dead.
But
sorry.
Monty, I have a question for you. Actually, I'm curious.
Yeah.
I know rules is written. It has resistances. Did you give it immunity on slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning?
It's immune to it. It's straight up
is
immune to
Okay.
bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons that are not made with silver.
Oh, okay. I thought it had
Like
resistance
my
to that.
theory,
That was
you
my
knew my
mistake.
theory. My theory was that because it was siphoning magic off of me and that was making it invulnerable, which is like why I was like, get away from it. And then I realized, oh, it doesn't matter if I'm next to it. It's getting damaged somehow.
Kel wouldn't know it, but from what he told Tanis, I think it may have been the boy's father transformed, and he needs
That seems to be the
back.
best
Yeah.
theory.
I think we're all
Honestly,
on that
we should
page.
see if there's a missing persons report on him and like have that investigated.
Well, he's
'cause
been
if
gone
not-
for 5 years, so there's bound to be.
Well,
we-
say that, but people disappear.
We looked into it. I don't think we really found it.
I have the notes. Because as I said, I called where he worked.
Do you guys
And
even want a break? You guys just want to keep going?
I could use a restroom break, to be fair.
Yeah, let's use a quick restroom break and then
Yeah.
we'll reconvene and butt heads and.
Sorry, Monty, but we're really invested in your story.
Sorry.
right?
You,
Yeah, it's really your own
entertain-
fault.
Are you sticking
By the way-
behind, Ed?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
What?
Ed, Edward, you're good to take care of.
Yeah,
bits and
I'll stick
stuff?
around.
Awesome.
You
All right.
entertain the masses. I'm gonna go bathroom.
Yeah, I got a bathroom too as well.
Ugh.
All right.
By the
I'm gonna
way,
read out.
we just responded to a 1091V.
I know. Yeah. Do you have the sheet up like I do?
Yep.
I do too. Yep.
Send it to me. I
Abso-fucking-lutely.
need a sheet like that. I can't
Do
find
you?
it.
Oh yeah, I can give you one.
Thank you.
Yeah,
All
it's
right, be right back.
super.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really helpful because we can actually call in the codes.
I need that sheet too, please.
Yeah.
I can't wait until
Not
we
you guys.
say code 30, code 30. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just police radio codes.
Yeah.
Just
Hang
imagine
on,
Kel
I'll give you
going,
mine.
calling in, saying, things are bad, we need help, please.
Yeah. Here, this is the one that I use. I don't know if it has all of them, but I'll send it to you, Arcov, real quick.
All right.
Actually, you know what? We have a chat for this. Hang on 1 second.
I'm so glad that Kel did max damage on Toll the Dead.
All right, there you go. Who else needed it? Did you need Sarah? Or did she leave?
Probably
I'll
better
gi- I'll
to
give
go
it
ahead.
to her, whatever.
Just put it in the
Yep.
Prince of Vision channel for everyone, honestly.
Well, too late.
There.
Bam. All right. Actually, this one might even be. Yeah, this one's even. This is from Stanford. This is even better. I'll give you this one too. Boom. It's more in depth. Sarah, bang.
All right.
There we go. I don't know which one's Connor's using. He'd have to tell me.
I'm using the Stanford.
Stanford. Okay, yeah, that's what I just sent them to because that's even more in depth than the one I had.
Yeah, super simple to look at too.
Yep. Message. Monty. Bam. All right. Oh, I should probably
code
call
for
my-
no.
What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna say there's a code for notify the media.
Yeah, there are. Let's see. Foxhound 093 with the 10,000 bits. Here's some bits for everything you guys do. Vaca Brava with 300 bits. Greetings from Puerto Rico, La Islas de Encanto. Much love and blessings on to you. Been a fan since Unexpectables episode 1 and never look back. Everyone stay firm and calm. If we survive level 5 hurricane and tremors, we can do this. Oh, hot damn. Yeah, stay safe, dude. Alchemage 2 with a bit. Thank you so much. We have Hunter, Black Magic, I Make Things Up, Darkened Path, Trav Nogard. Thank you for the tier 1 subs. Darkened Path with 1,000 bits. We've got Turtle Squad giving a tier 1 sub to C-Bar. Thank you so much for that. D Angel giving a tier 1 sub to Bold Rich. We got Rand Kosak with 100 bits. Guess you could say Kel gave it It's Just Desserts. Your joke is lost on me, but Arkov would chuckle.
I'm back.
Not what?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, hi. I gave you all the call codes, so you should have them. Their messages. Not Obsidian with a tier 1 sub. Archfey with 150 bits. Congrats, Sarah, on your first kill. I'm sorry for cheering for the Fae, but you have to represent your team colors through and through. Fair enough, Archfey. I make things up with a 300 bits. We have Iced Booth with 100 bits. I got 2 weeks of school left, and then I can begin doing work on a Dragonborn cosplay I thought of.
Ooh,
Leo's Champion with 500 bits. Yay, first encounter victory. Black Dragon Cleric with 1,700 bits. Have some bits for the best part of my weekend. I hope you are all doing so well. Have fun, and may the dice rolls be in your favor. Burnout Vaughn with 100 bits. Arkov, you don't know how happy I am that you took Toll of the Dead. Also, Call of Duty Mike, I can't wait to see when he 360 no-scopes Divine Smite. I don't even know what Divine Smite is. Arch Requiem D with the 300 bits. The other stream I was watching just finished, so I will be watching tonight in the VODs. And then we have Elated Megalodon with 100 bits. Hey, so who else thought when Tannis was hugging it and telling it to calm down, it was just going to shout, "Stop, get off, this is weird." John with 100 bits. Bosco, this is for you and everyone. What are your plans on the whole virus thing over and gone? For me, I want to hang out with friends as I miss as well, resume my D&D sessions. Honestly, I'm looking forward to going back to the gym, but I kind of like the quarantine because I don't like people. So this has forced people to stay away from me. So nothing's really changed for me.
I get it.
I just don't like people.
I want sushi so fucking bad.
Sushi would be. I've already gotten sushi because there's a takeout place by me.
I gotta try and order it. I've said
Yeah.
such a craving for the past month, but whenever I go to order it, they're already closed, and I'm just like, great. But I just like, I want to play D&D with my friends. Luckily, we're playing online. We're gonna be playing online at weird hours at night just for funsies.
That being said, I am looking forward to going back to the gym. That would be the one thing.
Nothing has changed for me and will not change.
Yep. I think we're all pretty. Sarah's kind of the same way. You're pretty much a hermit too.
I mean, it's slowed down a lot, but I will admit I want to go on a trip after all this.
The other thing I will say is I'm looking forward to going back in the studio because I miss collaborating with people.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool working from home, but I miss the person-to-person interaction of being in the studio and collaborating on creative stuff.
Yeah. That's the one thing. It's just like my life hasn't really changed except for the fact that I just can't escape my job. Like I can't.
I think we're all kind of in that boat.
Home.
Like,
when you work at home and you can't leave your home, it's like I should be working constantly.
yeah, I've had to break out of that. I have been doing like DDP yoga, which has been helping.
Yeah,
because at least then I can work out.
I've been doing like reading and stuff, and like my bedroom is now basically I do not work in my bedroom. If I'm in my bedroom, that's like I'm playing Pokemon or I'm reading a book or I'm doing like watching something like that's like the no work zone essentially. Like no work.
And yes, Zako, DDPY is legit. Let's see. Oh, I got some more bits. Hang on a second. Give me 1 second. I've got Rotnaj with 100 bits. Why you didn't TPK? Yay, you didn't TPK. Well done. Boy, I hope we wouldn't TPK on a single character battle. Blackfoot Fair with the 500 bits. Being introverted is cool. Bright side of life. Cesaro with 1,000 bits saying this has been fun. And now I'm going to be running a city guard campaign. Any suggestions? That would be a Monty question.
City guard campaign.
Yep. Think about that. I'm going to do this last bit call. Super Kamimax with 200 bits. First time watching the stream and first time giving bits. Question for Monty Glue. What advice would you give to a first time DM? All right. So first, City Guard campaign.
This is for both. I'd start simple. If I was doing a City Guard campaign, like protect the village. Like goblins or something show up and you have to protect the village from like a goblin like scout party or something like that. Like something to kind of taste test combat and the experience of D&D and something easy to run as a first time DM. And just in general, like when you're running anything, start with very simple enemies that have very simple mechanics. So you can kind of learn the mechanics and then get more complicated over time. Best way to learn, honestly. And if you're really, really nervous about doing something original, the Essentials kit is really good as a starting point if you want to do a pre-written adventure. I recommend that one with some mild tweaks to it, but that one's pretty fun. So yeah. Are we all back, by the way?
I believe so.
Okay, are we good to continue?
Yeah.
Bosco, you good to continue?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. All right. So you guys drive back to the precinct. The roads are scarce. There's not a lot of people out at 3 a.m. You do see people walking on the sidewalk, drunk off their asses. You see like a group of guys, like a dwarf, a Goliath, and a human, who are all just like totally taking the piss. They're like staggering and joking and like clearly have had a very nice night. You see various other people, probably late night workers, janitors, things like that, kind of moving about the city as you guys drive back to the precinct. The precinct itself is always open. It is always lit up and is kind of a beacon as you guys turn around and make your way into the parkade.
Parking garage.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a parking garage, Monty.
As you guys make your way, you guys park the car. Are you going to want to take out the creature first, or do you want to go talk to the front desk first?
Why not both? You said it took 3 of us to get the creature. Have one person go to
Yeah,
the
I'm
desk.
not making a second trip. Take the damn thing out of the trunk.
Yeah, let's take it.
All
I
right.
assume we take it immediately to forensics.
All right. You guys, who's going to go talk to the front desk?
Yeah, there you go.
I said not it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Arkov's gonna do it.
You need big, strong men to carry creature.
That's fair. All right, I guess it's gonna be Tannis. He's the charismatic one.
And it's like, I
Okay.
can't talk right now. I'm
Connor,
Yes.
it's all you.
shell-shocked.
I'm the
got it. You
charismatic
got it.
one. Here I go. Look
got
at
the
my
silver tongue.
charisma modifier. Oh, yeah.
13, not bad. All right, you make your way up Tannis, up the stairs opposite to your allies and your fellow officers. And you reach the front desk, and there you see, sitting at the computer playing solitaire, a dwarf. He is completely bald, and he's got a big bushy beard, black bushy beard that kind of reaches his chest. You can't even see his mouth under it. It's just this big like thing of hair. Hey, how can I help you?
He's just clutching his shoulder, by the way. So we have a body.
A body, a homicide
Like,
body.
Well, no. It's like a animal. I think it's called a yeth hound.
All right.
Yeah, it was stalking this prince kid, and we
Son,
took care of.
son, can I see your badge, please?
Yeah, here you go. And he'll fish it out of his back pocket, and he'll like wipe some blood off of it.
Second thought, you hold on to it. I'll take a look. Oh, bless my beard. The Prince Division's back. What a treat that is. All right. I suppose I should probably be calling your captain in this regard.
Actually, no, he's pretty useless. Can we go
You're
to
not there.
forensics?
You are not there.
Oh, I thought we brought the body up.
No, you guys are loading that up to forensics right now. This is the front desk.
Oh, we took it right to forensics. Got it. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, I thought we had to check in first. That makes more sense.
But we have Connor checking
He's
in
still
for
fucking
us.
useless, but above game, he's fucking useless.
Yeah, we're just checking in. We got myself, Officer Gibby, Officer Bryant, Officer Zoran.
So, do you want
I don't
me
know
to
their badge
call
numbers.
your? Do you want me to call your captain or no?
Sure.
All right.
I don't know if you'll be too pleased to hear about it, but
I wouldn't want to be pleased to hear anybody at 4 in the fucking morning. He kind of like starts like tapping in the number.
yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Hey, Captain Roche. Hey, no, it's Hogarth. Hogarth. Hey, I'll keep my voice down. It seems like your boys have gone a little bit of night hunting. Your boys. The Prince Division. Oh, stop your belly aching and get down here. They say they got something. All right. Okay, all right, see you soon. He hangs up the phone. He'll be coming down here immediately, but he seems a bit, got a bit of a burr under his saddle.
Uh-oh.
So,
Don't like that.
you said to wait in the office once you've delivered the body to forensics.
All right,
We'll meet you there.
I'll go tell my team then.
All right. Best of luck. You're gonna need it, you bastard.
Oh no.
He goes
I'll
back.
just-
Goes back to his game of solitaire.
Uh-oh. I'll hobble to the elevator and just go up, and I'll text him, meet in captain's office.
Okay. The rest of you guys are carrying this body. There is a couple people who are at the precinct at this hour. One person who kind of catches your guys' attention as you kind of pass them down the office is a Minotaur, actually. This huge Minotaur woman kind of makes her way past you guys. She's completely like black hair, kind of a soft tan nose, and she's got very soft, doughy, kind of brown eyes. And as you guys are like lugging this giant body bag, she just kind of like is walking and turns as you guys pass and stops as you guys continue on, and then kind of blinks a couple times, shakes her head, and keeps going. Like, huh. All right. You guys make your way to the door of forensics at this point. Hello?
Oh, I knock.
All right. You knock. You hear a voice. Come in.
We do.
All right. You see that there is no one in this room except for one person, which is, you guys remember her as Jen. Her name is Jen Fisher. She's the goth girl.
One
You
with
see
green
she's,
and purple hair.
yeah. You see she's got currently 2 tables out that she's looking over, and you see 2 corpses on the table. As you guys come lugging in with your giant body bag. Oh shit.
It's been a night.
I can tell. You're gonna need a table, I'm assuming.
Probably 2.
We have tables to accommodate trolls and other big creatures. Let me just you watch as she walks over to a desk and she pulls open a drawer and she pulls out like it almost looks like a fushigi ball, if you remember what a fushigi ball is.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. It's like a glass ball. But looks very kind of strange.
Is it like a marble?
Yeah, like a giant marble in a way. You watch as she walks over to an empty spot on the floor and she places the marble on the floor and kind of gives you guys a gesture to back up. And you watch as she kind of taps it twice, sets it down on the floor and steps back. And all of a sudden, conjured out of this orb is a giant stainless steel table. It just apparates in front of you guys. It's huge. It's very big.
This creature is really related to that ethereal residue we left with you.
That was probably Rebecca, so I don't
Yes.
know about that, but
She said she would get you and the other person, Miss Stephanie, on it.
she probably got Stephanie on it. I just work nights, so yeah, just unload whatever you got in the bag there, be gentle, and just try not to make a mess if you can. You watch as she goes over to the other bodies and she begins to zip up the body bags. Anyone who wants to do a perception check on the body she's zipping up, you may.
Cool.
Yep.
That is a 16.
Okay.
Mm.
9. Okay, you pass. They're not like being hidden away from you, so you need above a 5 to see them. Now both of you guys roll religion checks for me.
Good luck.
The funniest part about this is religion is an intelligence check.
It is.
That's
yeah.
why I said good luck.
Did it work? No? Okay, try it again.
There we go.
That's a 7.
Okay, you have no idea what those are.
You guys rolled 7-11. I love it.
Lauren.
Oh, sorry, it came out twice.
That's fine. We'll go with the 11. Oh, it came out 3 times.
Oh, wow. It was still
Roll
an
some
11.
nice,
Fuck
you
you,
did
roll
it
20.
thrice.
Get out of here with that bullshit.
Lauren, as you look at those bodies, I mean, you know this from playing games like what was the games you said to make fun of RE3? Evil
Undead Neighbors.
Quiet
Undead
Mountain.
Neighbors 3 and Quiet Mountain.
Yeah.
These are zombies. These are straight up zombies that she is examining right now. And you watch as you notice that on top of each one is a holy symbol, which is probably meant to keep them from reanimating. But you watch as she zips them back up and kind of slides them away and out of the way. Who's attempting to unload the Yeth Hound onto the table?
The
That
8-foot
would
dragon
likely
guy.
be me.
Okay. All right, go ahead and just roll just a strength check.
Is there anyone assisting me?
I assume Bryant is, but
Sure,
Gibby could
yeah,
also
you
help
have
as well.
advantage.
Yeah, give you advantage. Between the two of them, give advantage.
That's 10 either way.
Oh,
Okay.
get the fuck out.
It's not terrible. You kind of load up the bag onto the table, and then you unzip it, and then you kind of slide the bag as someone's holding its head. Unfortunately, this thing has stopped drooling since you guys loaded it up. So there is a disgusting amount of liquid drool and blood in this bag as you guys kind of like slot it out. So at this point, it's wet and it's dripping. And
Is
it's
there a hazmat receptacle we can put this in?
I can burn that. Yeah, just here. She takes it. She's wearing a full-on everything she needs to do her job, sanitation-wise, and she takes it. And you just watch her kind of throw it into a bin and just hear a noise. And she kind of walks over. At this point, you guys get the text message from Tanis.
What did it say?
What did it say? It said,
It's a meeting in Captain's office.
I'm sorry. Whoa, fuck. As soon as Brian looks down at the message, he'll let out an audible sigh.
What?
I thought the captain did not like us.
We about to
Guess
find
yeah.
out.
I guess a Yeth Hound is enough to bring him over.
Oh, I'm sure he'll still be in a pissy mood, and I can't wait to hear it.
You should try to be polite. It is not good to upset your boss.
You don't know me very well, do you?
Nope, we just met, what was it, a day ago? 2 days ago?
Oh, you go learn today. Let's go talk to the guy. And we'll head up, I guess, unless there's anything else for us to do in forensics.
yeah, she just starts basically doing a general examination of the body. There's nothing really else you guys can do to help her at that point as Jen just starts working.
Suppose I'll let up then.
You guys head up to the office. About an hour passes as you guys are kind of sitting and just processing paperwork. Lucy is not there, and her desk is empty. There's no paperwork at all. It's all been processed. You guys kind of just sit down at your desk. At this point, the sun is coming up. It is like 5 a.m. at this point. You guys are tired. You are all considered one stage of exhaustion at this point.
Not me.
Oh, good.
So disadvantage to ability checks, which we're already awful at.
I tranced.
You did trance. You're fine.
Lucky bastard.
Fucking damn it.
So we're all just tired,
Hey.
basically.
Yeah, you guys are just tired. Yeah, you have disadvantage on ability checks, so yeah. You guys kind of just take a short rest, I'd say, for the hour. Which does help a little bit, but you're still really exhausted.
Does it get rid of the disadvantage at least?
You know what? I'll be generous, sure. You
Bless
guys
you.
just take a cat nap.
Because roll 20 already gives us disadvantage on every roll we make.
As you guys are sitting in the room, eventually you hear a sound of footsteps, which is very much stands out because the precinct for the most part is relatively quiet up until this point. You begin to hear the jingling of keys as the door of the Prince Division is unlocked and the door opens up. And again, you see this man who you've only seen once before.
Photograph. Roche. I couldn't remember his name for the life of me.
Yeah.
I wonder if he has a brother named Vernon.
I don't get it.
Witcher joke.
I assume we all notice it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He steps in. He is wearing his uniform with the tie and he's wearing a kind of similar to you, Bryant, like a long sort of leather jacket coat.
I would have only have heard of him, right? Because I
You
haven't
have,
met him.
you have never met this man, no. You would know that this guy is your captain. He is in charge of your division. He looks tired, but he is alert, and he walks in, kind of closes the door gently behind him and tosses his keys on the table, and he kind of looks at the four of you. He kind of winces his eyes shut and just kind of sucks in a breath and goes, "Give me an update. What's going on?"
Sir, we received a couple of reports about a disturbance outside of the home of a prince known as. Let me check my notes here.
Samuel George.
He kind of acknowledges it, nods, and then turns to keep going.
Hello?
Connor? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, you're still here.
I just cut out for a little bit. We received some reports outside of the home of one.
Calzorn filled in Samuel George.
Samuel George, who's a prince, a registered prince. The disturbance, as we found out, was what we discovered to be a Yeth hound. It was stalking outside the boy's house. Every so often, every couple of months, but it's been getting more frequent. We staked outside the house, attempted to intervene, and in the process of doing so, we had no choice but to end the creature's life.
You've been here for 3 days. And you killed a Yeth hound.
Yes, sir.
You watch as his face kind of goes through, like, he's skeptical. The face kind of narrows, like, and he kind of like looks between all of you. And then he kind of like looks a little humored. And then he goes right back to being a professional. Where is it now?
It is down in forensics with Miss Jen Fisher.
Okay. He grabs his keys. Let's go.
Calzorn will follow.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's trying his best not to look like he's in pain, but
Yeah, you're feeling a little better, but you're still pretty rough.
yeah.
The captain kind of leads you guys down the hall. He's very purposed. He knows where everything is compared to you guys. Obviously, he's been here longer. His footfalls are pretty heavy. He's a stocky guy. As he makes his way down, eventually he wraps his knuckle on the outside of the door of forensics, and eventually, like, you guys walk in. There's music playing, like this really kind of metal, but it's like subdued. It's not like the the tech division where it's just blaring music. It's just kind of like music playing off in the corner. Jen goes over and kind of turns off her laptop as Captain Roche walks in, and she's like, Captain Roche, oh, right, Prince Division. Yes. So I looked at the Yeth Hound. Good news and bad news, and strange news. And Roche just kind of goes to report it. So, the good news is, I mean, the body's in somewhat fantastic condition. No notable sword wounds or anything, which is impressive. Did you poison it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
We attacked
Right.
with magic.
Okay, I noticed there was some residue. Also some, there is some bludgeoning to the face.
That was me.
But
That was also me.
okay.
There
I
also
managed-
should have been some necrotic damage.
I did find some necroses, more in the ribs and the lungs for sure. I also found this, and she puts a little tiny, almost like a Advil-sized, like metal pill on the table in like a little petri dish.
What is that?
It is a microchip, usually given to pets.
So this thing was someone's pet?
That makes sense. We were told they typically served darker fae as guard dogs.
Roche
And
just
it's
kind of
just-
like picks it up and looks at it.
Is it still active?
I mean, it's just something you check with the
Oh,
right
right.
instrument.
It should be
Yeah.
registered to someone, shouldn't it?
It should be, and we should probably bring them in here, and you're gonna have to explain to them that you killed their pet. But if they weren't keeping tabs on a creature like this, then there are repercussions for that.
It was
Okay.
threatening an innocent woman and her son, which was a prince.
Of course, and that's
She
why we're
was
going-
wounded in the process, but she is healing.
We'll call it in. Anything else? Jen kind of looks. There was one thing. I couldn't find that much information on this particular creature, but first of all, it seemed to have a lot of pressure in its brain specifically. Notable maybe expansion by necroses, but it seemed kind of irregular. Additionally, its vocal cords. I took a look. Its vocal cords are producing saliva, which is very strange. The vocal cords themselves seem to be magical in nature and are kind of slowly fading out. I don't know. I believe maybe this might have been a causation of exposure to the prince that you mentioned. That's my theory. But
Miss Fisher,
It did seem like it was pained when it was speaking.
we were told
Yes?
that these Yeth hounds can sometimes be people that were transformed by fae they have slighted. Do you think that might be why there are irregularities with the brain and vocal cords?
it feels like almost like it was reverted and then is being like undone, if that makes sense, just based off of what I'm seeing. So the vocal cords were repaired, the brain was enlarged or adjusted, but as you killed it, it's gone away. And I think that might have been a conduit. The prince influence might have been a conduit for these changes, and then obviously killing it has reverted those changes. There's evidence of them though. I've noted them down in this autopsy report. It is difficult to say. The parts are human, which is what I'm more about. You could ask a veterinarian, but I don't know if they would be able to give you any more information on its physique, if anything.
Is there any way we could do a DNA test on it?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I could try. It would probably take till tomorrow, but I could process it. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just curious about something.
She turns up to Roche, and Roche goes, "I approve it." And she's like, "Okay, I just need you to sign on it." I know. They walk over to a table, and you watch as Roche just kind of leans over and signs something. Okay. Beyond that, we'll keep the body for now. We're going to keep it in the morgue until such time as it can be properly incinerated and disposed of, depending on what the owner wants, I guess. Though at this point, it'd be probably best if it was incinerated at a veterinarian clinic, to be honest with you. But I mean, we can adapt. But in the meantime, Captain, and she hands him the petri dish with the little microchip inside of it. He turns to you. Roche turns to the four of you. Will that be all?
I have a question, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Beyond the normal reasoning, why exactly was I hired to be part of this division?
Higher ups words, not mine. We need anyone we can get right now.
Can I roll insight on that?
Sure, absolutely.
I would like to as
Oh,
well.
crap.
Can we all roll it?
Absolutely. Natural one. He seems angry.
No, he's angry.
That's a natural
Oh.
one.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm
Are
gonna
you
go ahead
kidding
and
me
reset-
right now?
reset the browser again. Just
It's one of these
wait a little-
unlucky
I
game
can't.
days.
You know what? I'll go for it. Nat 20.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Thank you, Ed.
Heaven or hell, let's rock.
I shouldn't have refreshed it. It's taking a while to get back in.
Oh, look what you did.
Broke it. You broke it.
Beans. Here I go.
Nat 20.
Any second now.
That's
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, any second now.
That's still
24.
24. Bryant and Tanis, you get the sense that it was not his choice to hire you at all in any capacity. Based off of your first experience with him, he doesn't really like the idea of you guys hanging around. It's not a malicious feeling like he hates you. It's more of just like a concerned feeling. You get the sense of
Well, I mean more specifically me.
towards you. Yeah. He doesn't know, and he's never seen you before. So he's just trying to be nice in a way.
All right, thank you, sir.
Of course. I mean, Lucy likes you, so this, and he points towards the F-Hound. Keep this up, and I don't know, maybe you'll stick around.
why you got more options.
Just kind of gives you a look. What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, who else you gonna hire?
No one else.
Right. So you're kind of stuck with us.
Fortunately, yes.
So why don't we
Candace
work
will-
as a team?
You watch as there's a lot of expressions on his face, very pained expressions. We'll get
Okay.
to the team part later. How's that?
Sure, you grieve as long as you want. We'll just put our asses on the line without you.
Bryant, let's not do this now, please.
He'll stand down.
I'm sorry, Chief.
Go home. Rest up. You deserve it. I'll deal with this. He shakes the petri dish. That's an order. Go home. You look like you're dying. And you look like you threw up. He points towards you, Gibby.
Oh shit!
But oh, and then I noticed there's some on my shirt. So, well, that's a good cap to the night.
Rest up and come in here when you can, all right?
Excuse me, Chief.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know that the case file has been updated with detailed, exceedingly detailed, I might add, notes of everyone we spoke to related to this case and everything we did.
He holds out his hand to take it.
Killzorn will hand it over, and I can actually send you that in Discord if you wish, Monty, because
You don't need to. I know. I know everything. He licks his thumb and he kind of sifts through it. Okay, I'll process this. Go home. He steps
Thank
out
you.
the door. As he
Have a good night,
leaves,
sir.
as he leaves, Jen just turns and goes, "Oh, that was awkward. Okay, I'm just gonna go." She just turns around and just like goes back to her work.
I hope
You
you have
too.
a splendid night, Miss Fisher.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Just me and Underdark Slayer and zombies to process. Thanks, Necromancy Division. She goes back to work.
All right. Well, I'm getting out of here.
Before you go, I want to run something by you guys. And I don't think I like it.
What's that?
And feel free to correct me at any point at what I'm saying. But she said that this thing, it was starting to get vocal cords back from the magic from the prince and stuff, basically reverting or something. Is that correct?
That is what she said, yes. Implied, anyway.
If we
It's-
assume that this
She
thing...
said its brain was.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it said its brain was swelling and its vocal cords were sort of coming back.
Do you think it was trying to get close to Samuel because it was trying to turn itself back to normal?
I think that's a lot of the reason why princes are so sought after in the first place. They can do a lot of things.
And I killed it.
Well, if you didn't, it probably would have killed me, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you
I
for
am,
that, by the way.
Well, thank you for trying to help me. I think I am going to go home and go to sleep for a long time.
Sounds good.
Alright. You guys kind of gather your things from your office as you guys enter. Roche is just kind of already just sitting down and processing the paperwork. Doesn't even look up at you guys. Just kind of focused on what he's doing. You guys gather your things. Take the 5 a.m. train going anywhere. You guys head home.
As I'm on the train, I'm going to shoot off a text to my mother that says, "We need to talk soon."
Okay.
And before we leave the Prince Division office, Killzone's going to wave goodbye to Captain Roche, whether or not he sees it.
Yeah, he doesn't see it. You just kind of wave for a bit, and then you're like, oh, and then leave. Tanis, as you get home, your daughter is like passed out on the couch. Looks like she was watching like a movie or something. Half the pizza is gone.
Kid. Dang. I'll go over. I'll heat up the rest of the pizza and I'll just eat it throughout the night, and I'll just cover her up with a blanket, and I'll put on something that I like to watch.
Yeah, extreme food coma for her. She's like totally out of it. You guys all head to sleep. And congratulations, you've completed your first case.
Yeah.
Not completely finalized, but
Was about to
That was a
say
little
this feels
depressing.
open-ended.
we're not done though. We're gonna keep going.
Woo!
The following
Oh,
morning,
shit. All right.
you guys
Following morning.
wake up at like 2 in the afternoon. You guys get a long rest in, so you guys heal up.
Hey.
Oh, good. Let me put all of my HP back that I lost.
And I get my
Was that
sorcerer.
Pipefall? Almost
I got my
killed me.
sorcerer points back.
Yeah, you get everything back over a long rest.
Sweet. I can get all my spells
Cool.
back, too. All right.
I think
My
we've
spell
learned you
slots
should
back.
not put Kells in high places.
I think we've learned a lot of things. That was bless your instrument or your magical weapon though. Like, thank God.
You guys all have a message on your cell phone when you wake up.
Text message.
Yeah, text messages.
Cool. I will look.
Yep.
It is from Lucy, and all of the messages say the same thing. And she's like, "What happened last night?" Period.
Well, we've got some explaining to do to Lucy.
That'll be some
Lucy!
fun talk
How the turns have tabled.
back. I just tittered. That was interesting.
Killzone is going to respond a lot. We'll fill you in when we get to precinct.
Okay. After you send the text, like not even half a second later, Roche is in the office. What did you do?
Kells,
I'm just gonna send. Yeah, found.
Tanis will write out a paragraph, like a detailed description of what happened last night.
Meanwhile, Kell is going to put, we may or may not have impressed him, or upset him, one or the other. It is hard for me to tell.
Or both.
In response to the Yeth Hound, she responds back with, "Oh, okay." Period. And then in response to your paragraph, she goes, "Yeah, I read the file. That's not what I'm concerned about." Period. And Kelzoran, you hear back, "He's actually at his desk." Period.
Michael's finally gonna text back. Good, he's doing his job. Period.
You get a response back, Michael, of "be nice" and then an angry emoji.
Lucy is precious.
It's the imp emoji.
The imp emoji.
She
I
must be
imagine-
protected.
I imagine we should add another 80 gold to our
Money pool.
Actually, you guys
Another
get
day.
you guys get a day, so you get 80 gold plus an additional for overtime.
Big ass bonus. bonus.
So your guys' overtime for that day would have ended at 5, and you guys went till 5. It says to be an additional 12 times. So you guys got an additional 120 gold for this job.
Damn!
200 gold total.
200 gold
Money.
each.
Money.
How
I'll
much
be
of
out of
that
the
should we
slums.
earmark for living?
Guys, I might be able to move out of Sector 7 soon.
Shut up.
Welcome to City 17.
How much of that should we earmark for living expenses?
We'll
Yes,
we'll
this is
get
a
to
job.
that. We'll get to that eventually, but For now, you guys have that. Assumedly, it goes right to your bank account, which you all have. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
I'm a half dragon. I would be surprised if I didn't have one.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, I'm assuming, head back to the precinct at this point.
Yeah. Tannis will make breakfast for Neff before she goes to school.
Oh, it's 2 in the afternoon. She's already at school, man.
Oh.
Oh, you done fucked up.
Well,
she made
well, then-
breakfast. She took the train.
Well, then he tranced and made breakfast for her early in the morning.
Okay. She's asked you again. She's like, "Hey, after school today, can we really get my?" She really wants her soccer uniform. She needs her soccer uniform.
Well, that's why he would have tranced, so he could take care of this stuff earlier.
It's closed. The store's not open until the evening, so you have to go after school.
Fuck.
Unfortunately,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Beans.
Yeah.
Curse you, Monty!
Yeah.
Sorry, it's
Curse
true.
you, normal hours.
Time zones. They're evil.
A policeman. Yeah, I'll text. I'll text a policeman. I'll text her. I'll text her back. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. She sends you back like a thumbs up emoji.
I'll do the double point that I usually send you.
Okay, yeah. You guys wake up, gather your uniforms. Bryant, as you're walking to work, that same fairy dragon, like you feel it land on top of your head. Hi, mister.
Gonna keep walking.
Would you like a paper today?
No, thank you.
Lots of cool items for resale on page 17.
I bet. Too bad I'm broke.
It's only 2 coppers, sir.
I thought there was no soliciting in this city.
Well, he kind of just hovers away.
Why the fuck is he always? Can I take a different street?
Just buy the paper from the poor guy.
I'm broke as fuck.
We just earned 120 gold.
Which is like dollars in this thing. I have $200. I want food.
He sits on top of his giant stack of newspapers, and like an elf comes by and kind of tosses him 2 copper, and he happily hands off a newspaper.
Thank you, sir.
You keep going.
Yep.
All right. You guys grab your stations. You guys grab your trains to the precinct, and you guys make your way inside.
Morning. Or afternoon, I guess.
Hey.
Hello.
How did you all sleep?
I didn't.
No?
Yeah, but that's cheating.
Pretty well for falling off a building.
Yeah, how are you feeling now?
I would say 2 scoops out of 3.
My connection cut out again.
Oh. Kelzoran said he feels good in his own Kelzoran-y way.
It's because I don't have to.
Yeah, that's why I said it was cheating. Hey, question for you guys. Do you ever run into the weird fairy thing?
Fairy thing?
Yeah, the newspaper salespeople.
Oh, I mean...
They're on the way to the precinct, right?
They're actually just outside of Bryant's apartment, so you guys.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, you guys have seen people selling newspapers. Usually, it's like young kids, like teenagers, or it's like little pixie like types, or like smaller creatures tend to be selling the papers usually.
I guess I don't get around to your area, so I haven't.
All right, I guess I'm just lucky.
It is always good to be well informed on current happenings.
Yeah, I'm very much the ignorance is bliss kind of mentality. Pick it up from page oh, hey, look, bad news. And then you open it up. Oh, hey, look. And then it's more bad news. Then you open it up to the back and it's like, oh, your sports team lost. And then you close the paper.
I think there's a little more involved than that, but
Ooh, what sports team do you like?
I actually don't follow sports, but it was just an analogy.
Ah, I was asking because I have no idea about them, but you look like someone who would know.
Wow. And you look like somebody who would breathe fire.
Ice, actually.
boys, play
Oh.
nice.
I'm just teasing him.
Is Gray at the front desk?
Yeah, she's at the front desk currently. She's dealing with what appears to be an officer who's got like just looks like a punk kid of some description. And she just kind of goes, just take him to Petty Crimes Division. And the officer nods and kind of drags off this teenager. Oh,
Morning. Morning, Miss Gray.
well, by my clock, it is not morning. It is the afternoon.
I don't have a conception of time right now. Perception.
That's fine. Good work last night. We heard about what happened, so glad to see you're all safe. Just started, so hate to lose you. Captain Roche is waiting for you. He's nice to see him again. It's been too long.
How come he never seems to be here?
We're not allowed to talk about it too much, but Captain Roche has suffered a great deal of pain. He is a very nice man, I guarantee you, but people get scared when things change abruptly and out of nowhere. It's hard to accept these things sometimes. So he hadn't come to the precinct until the chief really chewed him out about it. So just be nice to him, okay? Poor dear deserves a little bit of peace.
Can I ask you an honest question about him, or are you not allowed to answer?
I mean, it depends. I can't give too many details. Especially
just
given she kind of leans back and looks at all the riffraff kind of being held up by police officers with the company we're in.
Is he mentally fit to be doing this job right now?
He wasn't for a while, but he is now. He should be now. He's got a good...
Tell him that?
Yes. He's been approved. It's just the chief that's trying to drag him out of his stupor. He is very good at his job. He's been the captain of the Prince Division since it started, so if anyone knows how to run a well-oiled machine, it's him.
I've met a lot of people that have gone through serious trauma, and normally they are not fit after a couple weeks.
Well, it's been a few months for him.
Is he all by himself? I mean, doesn't he have any support, family or otherwise?
I think he has a son, but he moved away a while ago. He was a single father, so...
I can sympathize.
Yeah. His son is... How old would he be now? Oh, gosh. Probably in his 20s now, I imagine.
If he has been here since the beginning, then I suppose that means we have very big shoes to fill.
I'd say so, but no pressure. You're doing a great job on your first few days. Taking on a case immediately, that's pretty bold. All right,
There
well...
were people in need, of course.
All right, well, you guys are signed in, and I'd head up right away.
Thanks, Mrs. Gray.
Anytime. Stay out of trouble.
Is the elevator still off limits? Because the first day you told me not to take the elevator.
Yeah, don't take the elevator. We recommend all officers, if they're able to take the stairs.
Okie dokie. Was just clarifying.
No worries. Yeah, we reserve the elevator for the injured, or those obviously in wheelchairs, so. All right, she turns over and you watch as another person brings it up. It's like, I found this one. Kind of go back into like conversation as you guys proceed up the stairs to your guys' division. As you guys open the door, I'm assuming you guys go in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys open the door, Captain Roche is there. He is sitting at his desk currently. Appears to be typing on a computer. and Lucy is just like, the moment you guys open the door, she like stops like a deer in the headlights and looks at each of you guys enter into the building.
Kill will wave.
Hey, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
Officer Zoran, Officer Tanis, Officer Bryant, Officer Gibby. It's very nice to see you. She looks over to Captain Roche and she looks up to you guys. I can't believe this is happening. She kind of turns back to her work.
Is that good?
Yes.
Cool.
You watch as Roche kind of flips over a piece of paper without even looking up at you guys. Can you stop whispering and get down to your desks?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Captain.
Michael walked to his desk.
Okay. Roche stands up. Well, I'm glad you're here. We identified the owner of that Yeth Hound. They're going to be coming to the station here probably in the next hour, which is why I asked Lucy to message you as soon as possible. It looks like that Yeth Hound belonged to Azeliana.
Hang on, notes time.
Can you
Can you
spell
spell
that?
that for me?
Azeliana. I will write that down for you. It's A-Z-E-L.
Z E L
A-N-N-A.
Zalana.
Azeliana. Sorry, it's A-Z-E-L-I-A-N-N-A. Sorry, I missed the
L
I.
I A N.
Zilliana.
Zeliana. Got it.
Azeliana.
That makes sense. Oh, and she was the owner of the Yeth Hound.
Yeah.
Is she Faye?
She is, yep.
Oh no, that was above game, but yes,
Oh.
thank you. Appreciate. Yep, but that works. Is a Faye.
No surname?
Nope, means she's a fairy queen, probably.
Fairy Queen.
Oh.
17. Fairy Queen.
Having
17.
Having Fey ancestry, would I know if that is a particularly important position?
Roll our Arcana check with advantage.
Can I roll that too?
Sure.
Arcana check's gonna be is that me? Yeah, 15.
Okay.
Forgot I'm not panic right now.
Welcome to my life when I'm like, I need to roll.
Only a 15.
Ah, shit.
I almost said panic. Tanis. You
It's
would
very
know.
close now that I think about it.
Yeah, it is. You would know that Fey Queens, Fey Kings, whatever, are like the most powerful members of Fey society. Like they are the top of the top. Like they are the in charge people. Fey society doesn't really parallel that well to human society. You can compare it, but it's a completely different beast of its own. Where power is like status is power. Like that is how it works. It's not like you have a lot of money or you have a lot of influence. It's like how powerful you actually physically are. So being a Fey Queen means this person's incredibly powerful. Not like godlike, but not someone you want to mess with generally.
And
Terrence just
over
goes-
pet.
Oh.
Yeah. So clean yourselves up and try and put on a good first impression. Might be a bit tricky considering you killed her dog, but I mean, she still broke the law and we'll talk to her about it.
Hey, Dennis,
Yeah.
you want a good cop, bad copper?
Oh God.
I'm not sure bad cop will go well in this
I
scenario.
know. We're hoping that she gravitates towards the good cop. So you're going to be the good cop, though.
Oh. Okay. I've never really done anything like this before, but
Just got to get her to like you. And then
okay.
she'll open
All
up to
right.
you, and then you'll tell me to leave the room because I'm a loose cannon, and then you'll try to like connect with her on that level.
Officer Bryant,
Yeah, what's up?
I just met you.
Yeah.
Try not to die in such a little amount of time, please.
I mean, aye, Captain.
He kind of gives you like this nod and kind of looks back down to his paperwork.
I don't understand what. All right.
That wasn't sarcasm.
I mean, if I die in an interview, I'm a really bad cop.
Fae queens are incredibly powerful, Bryant.
I will take your word for it. So you're saying no bad cop. We're going to do the double good cop.
I think
Let's-
that would be best.
let's
Lucy just
lead
kind of
with that.
leans and nods.
Got it. I know. Trust me. If I know how to kiss ass, I can kiss ass. We can do that.
Sure.
Above game, I have a thought,
Yep. I'm listening.
and I don't know if we're already planning how to approach this woman.
Oh, I have no idea, so please go ahead.
I have detect thoughts.
Probably a bad idea. 'cause
Considering
they
how powerful she apparently is, I'm not sure how that works.
Yep. Because imagine if you were a super powerful magical being and somebody dove into your brain and you knew it instantly.
Well,
Detect thoughts is a level 1 spell?
Yeah.
Well, according to the spell description, she would only become aware of me if I tried to dive deeper. It doesn't say that for just basically doing the surface level stuff.
But that's a Monty call because she could easily say, well, yeah, but she's super
It's
powerful.
true.
So she
It's
would just
true.
know.
There's also the matter of legality.
She is in the wrong in this situation, so...
But that might require a warrant, because that is technically a search.
A warrant to read your mind.
I
If that's
just
even legal in the
for
first
your
place.
brain.
mini brain.
Just throw a warrant at her feet. Here's your objection.
like Psychonauts. Open up, I have a warrant.
Yeah, literally. That's where I was going. I'm like, literally slap a door on her head, slap a warrant on it, and then jump inside of her brain.
God. Okay. I was just wondering people's thoughts on that.
Vero will take his glasses off and put them in his collar again, and he's like, okay.
Well, don't sit around. You got paperwork to finish.
Yes, sir.
You guys sit down and you work for a bit, and eventually you hear footsteps approach, and you watch as the door kind of opens up. You see Officer Gray currently holding what looks to be like just a couple copies of something, and she kind of opens up and she looks inside and she goes, "Oh, wasn't this lively? Your visitor's here. Am I safe to send her up?"
Yes, please.
Ah, the queen's here. Nice. Yeah.
Oh, God. Please don't get us killed, Michael.
She seems calm for now. I'll send her up.
So how do we want to handle this, guys?
A Fae's mood can change like that.
Wait, do you know about the Fae?
I am an elf.
Right. So do you know about the Fae or not?
I am technically classified as Fae.
Oh, instant connect. You should take point.
I don't think that's a good idea.
But you just said you're a Fae.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she's going to like me.
Right.
Our Fae territory.
I'm not exactly the best talker.
Okay, Kel, you're charismatic, right? Because you smile a lot. We want to kiss her ass, so like you're like perfect.
I will be polite, and I will be informative. But
Weirdly enough, I think
charismatic.
I might have the highest charisma. Though how to handle this, I wouldn't know.
So
She
we
is
got our
still in the
spell
wrong
slots
in this
such
situation.
background.
Right. So we gotta
Yeah.
so we gotta punish her, but we can't piss her off apparently. Because
So
apparently
who is going to speak with her primarily?
What if we start with Tanis and pivot to Lauren? You say words good.
I thought we already agreed Tanis wouldn't be the best choice. Maybe we should you know. It's like, I'm not good at talking to people. Maybe we should
Yeah,
let
but
Kel handle it, and I can
Yeah,
sort
but
of
you're
maybe...
a princess. That's like a step below a queen. Like maybe there's
The
I
moment
can-
you say that, Lucy and Roche both turn up and look towards Gibby. Wait, and then the door opens before they can even respond to that.
Thanks, Michael.
The moment the door opens, this rush of wind enters and immediately buffets a bunch of the paperwork off of the desks. You watch as Lucy's like, no, and like kind of slams down the majority of her paperwork as a bunch of like pieces now kind of flutter through the air, almost in kind of like a swirling motion. Not natural, but coaxed almost. You watch as a very slender, long, silver-haired woman enters with long, pointed ears and what appears to be a crown of immaculate gemstones and almost like a branch-like kind of visage. It appears to look at like almost looks like you ever see when they pour aluminum into like anthills and it makes that kind of really
Ooh.
Ooh.
interesting shape? Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's silver. Like it's very clearly silver. She is wearing a very, very nice, almost kind of Victorian sort of suit top that kind of runs down into this long robe-like dress. She's wearing a jacket over that that is kind of long as well. And she's got this sort of scarf around her neck. Her face is very fair. Her nose is kind of long and kind of pointed. And she's the moment you see her eyes, there are no pupils or irises. It is just one amorphous kind of like almost pinkish kind of orb in her face, almost sparkling like an opal. As she enters inside, Captain Roche kind of stands up and kind of gives a slight, very respectful bow and goes, "Our lady," and just kind of offers her a seat in the room. "You are Zeliana, yeah?" And she's like, "Yes, yes, I am." At this, the wind is still swirling, by the way. It seems to be a constant. Um, at this point, Lucy gets up and opens a window so some of the air can escape. Roche kind of turns over to the four of you and goes, "Well, it was your first mission."
Right. Can you take a seat, ma'am?
"I'm already sitting, officer."
Right. Okay, that's always the first thing they say. Shit. All right. Yeah, well, thank you for coming in. We appreciate your time.
"I heard there
Sure
was
you're
an
very busy.
incident."
There was an incident. We engaged with what we later discovered was your Yeth hound.
Hmm.
It was spotted outside a resident's window. Would you know anything about that?
I do not know about that, no.
Hmm. Do you typically let your Yeth hound run around the city?
Not typically, no. Not that I know of.
When was the last time you remember seeing it?
Hmm. Usually they're at the foot of my bed when I go to sleep at night.
And last night, was it there when you went to sleep?
It was.
And
Has
when
it-
you awoke?
It was gone.
Above game, do we know if this thing can just walk through walls or if it can, like, open stuff?
It can transport through light.
Got it.
We know that when sunlight hit it, it vanished.
Right. Well, then I
Unless
believe
it
your
appeared
Yeth hound.
otherwise.
I
But
believe
then
your
I-
Yeth hound was going out for a midnight stroll.
Interesting.
And unfortunately engaged one of our officers and refused to stand down, and we had to put it down.
Engaged your officers.
Indeed.
Why?
It's a great question. I believe Lauren and Tanis, you were the two engaged, if you want to describe the incident.
We were outside of the person we believe it was stalking. We were outside of their apartment, and we noticed your Yeth hound walking up the. What were they again? Like flight stairs?
Fire
Fire
escape.
escape.
Fire escape. It was walking up the fire escape, standing right outside of the apartment in question. At some point during this, it must have noticed us, approached us, and attacked Miss Gibby here.
She stands up. She walks over to you, Gibby. "There's a strange sense of you in this room."
Oh, I'm not sure what that would mean, but unfortunately, yes, we had to defend ourselves against your pet.
You said it was hunting something.
Not hunting, ma'am, but it was acting rather suspiciously and frightening the residents of that particular building.
And the residence of this building was a prince. Am I to be believed?
I'm uncertain on that one, ma'am.
She sits back down.
It had been appearing on the fire escape of that residence for the better part of a month.
You watch as Roche kind of folds, like, takes his hands into the file and hands her the screenshots of the the security camera footage, and she takes them very gently, like almost like she holds out her hand, and the wind almost kind of beckons it into her fingers as she looks at them and flips.
It would arrive between 2 and 3 a.m., typically, and remain until the sunlight made it vanish. We do not know why it vanished in the sunlight, but it had been there 4 times over the course of the month. 5 times until we arrived to stake the place out.
The sunlight is how it returns to me, or how it's supposed to return to me if it has not been killed.
Hey, Monty.
Yes.
I've been wanting to roll an insight on this chick for a while.
Absolutely. Go ahead. Whenever you want to roll an insight on her.
Can we all
Probably
roll?
would have been, yeah.
15.
18.
That's a 13.
22.
She has no reason to hide her emotions here, you get the sense. And she is reacting in kind. She is very calm, but she seems angry. Not at you guys, but at herself right now.
Can we tell if that's because she let her pet get out of her sight, or whether or not it's shit, this could have cost me because it did something it wasn't supposed to?
You get the sense she wasn't aware that it was leaving at night.
Oh, so she genuinely didn't know.
She genuinely did not really. Like, when she sees the security camera footage, like, taking your guys' word for it is one thing, but the moment she sees the security camera footage, which with the timestamps, you see her face kind of harden a bit.
It had been trying to dig into the patio frame to get inside. It was, sadly, I do not believe, amenable to compromise or discussion when we were forced to engage it.
Of course not. They're not supposed to be able to talk in any capacity.
Well, this one did.
What?
It
It,
spoke.
it whispered to me.
What did it say?
It said, "Set me free."
And you killed it. Excellent.
With all
Ma'am,
due respect, as I said, it engaged our officers. It was self-defense. It would not stand down. We tried.
I understand. She waves her hand, and as she waves her hand, Bryant, like, kind of like a gentle gust of wind, kind of like almost embraces you, and kind of comes and goes really quickly.
ma'am, if you wouldn't mind, how did you come across this particular Yethhound?
Yaren was a human man who killed my son.
Oh, hang on.
How do you spell that?
Yaren, Y-A-R-E-N.
U-N? U-N, okay.
Ian. Y-A-R-E-N. That was the Yethhound name, was Yaren.
Yaren.
So we were completely off base with who the hell might have been.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
we
my
sure
fucking
were.
Unexpectable. This is my fucking Unexpectables notes. Hang on.
Oh, what are you... Nice! Well, that answers that.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was my question.
Your law can't touch my vengeance, but when I breach your own lands, I understand that disruptions can occur. Yaren was an elf man. He hit my son with his car and drove away, killing him.
Hit and run. I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am.
I'm glad someone is. It was my will that Yaren be reduced to that pitiful form and punished for a very long time. But perhaps I was not so thorough in his transformation.
Up until this point, had there been any other signs of oddness in its behavior?
He seemed smarter over time.
Is anyone else allowed to handle your Yethhound?
No, just me.
Did it seem to get smarter over the course of the last month?
Not until you've mentioned it, no. But now I'm realizing how I've been fooled.
I will not lie to you, officers. I send my Yeth hounds out to reconnaissance for me. It seems that Yaren got a little distracted.
Where do you, if I may ask, where do you usually send them out to gather intel, area-wise, I mean? If that's all right.
You are a very nice girl.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
I can see that you are quite true. This answer is not for you.
Ma'am, you said you had multiple Yeth hounds.
I do, yes.
Have you noticed any strange behavior in them as well?
No, they are much more well behaved. One is a purebred, the other one an inheritance.
By purebred, you mean it wasn't previously humanoid?
No.
Is the inherited one also the same, or?
That one I think was used to be a human as well. Was anyone hurt in this endeavor? Emotionally or otherwise?
The mother was traumatized from the howl, which, when we encountered your Yethound, it instilled a deep, deep fear, though momentary, in all of us.
Almost all of us.
But aside from the battle itself, we have recovered from our wounds. What little there were. Although not so little in Officer Tannis's case.
You
You
watch
watch
as she stands up and she walks over to you, Tannis. And she's quite tall. She's like probably 6'4" almost, this woman.
So we're eye to eye right now.
Yeah, which is very strange for you. She kind of walks over, and you were bit right on your shoulder, your sides. And she gently cups your chin. And she exhales onto your face. This cool, crisp, almost autumn-like breeze that kind of runs over your body. And unless otherwise you don't want this, your wound heals completely.
He just stands perfectly still.
A forgiveness. I hope. And she walks over to you, Gibby, noticing your arm as well, bandaged up. I am supposed to stay away from your kind, but if you would allow me this charity, by your permission.
Humans, you mean?
Do you not know what you are?
I'm uncertain, actually, at the moment. Yes, please, thank you.
She does the same thing. She kind of cups your chin. You are way shorter than her. So she kind of like leans over you and she just does the same thing, exhales, and you smell kind of pine cones and pine and, falling leaves, and you feel immediately much better. This
Thank you, ma'am.
family that was disturbed, I wish to write them a check amount to make up for my transgressions to them. And as thank you for you to killing Yaren, I should have dispatched him earlier had I known, but you've saved me a bit of a hassle. You hear the wind and feel the wind in the room go a little cold as she says that. Lucy is kind of like, kind of shivers a little bit and backs off. I understand that my kind cannot get into direct contact with prince or princesses, but if your division could see to it the money is put into a proper fund for the mother and or child, perhaps even to relocate them to avoid the pain that Yoren has caused, then I would be most grateful for this.
Absolutely, ma'am. We'll make sure that happens.
Certainly.
My lady, I believe we still have Yaren's body down in forensics. What do you wish for us to do with it?
Burn it, and let none of the ashes touch the earth ever again.
We will do these things.
You've done me a great service, Prince Division. You have my appreciation. She kind of nods. Is there anything more you ask of me? You watch as Roche stands up and goes, for relinquishing the body, we'd like you just to sign, ma'am. Very well. She kind of like twists her fingers, and the wind picks up one of the pens from the holders and just quickly scribbles down a name. As she kind of drops her fingers, the pen goes back on the desk. Thank you, ma'am. All right. That's all, officers, correct?
That
I
is
believe
all.
so. Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Thank you,
Of
ma'am.
course.
And thank you for making the trip here.
Of course. Thank you for your services. And she, like a phantom, strides out the door.
She gone?
Yep.
So once
she
she's
leaves.
gone,
Yeah, once she's gone.
I'm just
Gal's going
gonna.
to turn to the chief and go, so we should probably talk about Gibby, yes?
Also,
I'm
that
gonna
was
go over
really
to the-
fucking weird.
I'm gonna go over to the window and just like stick my head out and just like exhale really hard, just like. Okay.
Yes, I think that would be best. Officer Gibby, is there something you would like to tell us?
All due respect, sir. This is kind of news to me, too.
To
He looks over
explain a
to
little bit.
he looks over to Lucy, and Lucy's like, I didn't know. He kind
I
of
was
sighs and turns back to
Going
the
to
four of you.
bring that up with the rest of the group, but well, Michael beat me to it.
Chief, if I may.
You may go on.
She likely did not realize it until shortly before we engaged the Yeth Hound. Because while we were in the apartment checking for perimeters with the aura checker, it got a signal from her very strongly, which we immediately tested by having her return to the cruiser and contact Officer Burroughs.
You'd be
According
surprised.
to the aura checker, she is a princess.
You'd be surprised how many times we run into people randomly with that thing when we're looking for someone else. Now, Miss Gibby, I understand that you're working here and it's only your second day. If you want to walk away, you are welcome to. I won't lie to you that you being a princess might put you at a higher risk, but it could also be a great boon to this division. This is your choice to make.
All due respect, sir. I came here because I had really nowhere else I wanted to be, so.
Okay.
Though, if I could ask, again, in a different way, you mentioned that my hiring was due to the higher-ups and you didn't know why.
Yeah.
Do you have any reason to believe they might have wanted me because I was a princess?
Maybe. Honestly, if I'm going to be honest with you, having a person who's a princess working in the division could be great because we have a lot of very scared people coming in here who begin to hate themselves because of this. Seeing
then-
someone like you working in a position like this might give them some hope.
That leads the question, though. How did they know?
They might not have. I mean,
If I may, most princes and princesses are registered.
I don't remember. I never registered. I didn't know.
You have to be diagnosed by a physician first.
yep. And you have to be willing to be registered. We do not force people to register. It is optional, which means for you, Officer Gibby, it is optional for you as well.
There are some discussions I think I need to have before I think about that.
Of course. Whenever you're ready, we won't force you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, back to paperwork. All of you.
Why is it I'm looking forward to that? Yay.
I'm going to take off these bandages first, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Yeah, completely healed. Like nothing ever happened.
Good thing Neff didn't see that.
This is late in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's like probably like
So-
4 o'clock by now.
I assume Officer Burroughs and the chief have probably already had lunch, haven't they?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Damn. Another day then.
But you know that means it's just in time for ice cream. It's dessert.
Ooh.
I don't know what kind of ice cream this place has. It might be awful fake ice cream.
Just
Oh,
conjure
yes.
it. Don't
That
you have
stuff-
some ice cream?
That stuff in the cup with the peel-off lid. Ugh.
Oh, and the wooden spoon?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
I sure love ice cream with a side of splinters in your tongue.
Yep.
Come on, you didn't go to like one summer camp or like one crappy
ate them.
school event
I ate
where they
them.
had that crap?
I did.
These are awful.
To be
I have
fair,
at least a little bit of fond memories of that.
it is better than no ice cream.
That
It-
is true.
that is also
is
true.
Mhm.
It's true, but the lesser of two evils is still evil.
I would agree with that statement, actually.
All right.
Literal
Okay.
heresy.
You guys do your paperwork for the day. Eventually, the Captain Roche, who's been there since 5 a.m., gets up eventually, like by 4 o'clock, and he just leaves. He just steps out. Doesn't even say goodbye. He just leaves.
Life anyway.
Okay. Yeah, he grabs his jacket and his keys and just like leaves.
Bye, sir.
Lucy is working, and eventually you begin to hear a really cute ringtone, like a cat ringtone, like meow, 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 meow. Oh, that's me. You can see her kind of scramble, and she grabs the phone and it beep. It's like, hi, yeah. Oh, hi, Jericho. Well, I mean, I have some paper. Oh no,
Did I hear that name?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm sorry. What is that name?
Jericho.
No, yeah. Okay.
Is this related to a different campaign?
You know who Jericho is? Judas in my mind.
That's my fucking brother's name.
Oh.
There you go. Sarah, you watch it, you know.
Oh shit, is that your brother's name? Fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Oops.
It's also a very famous professional
Tannis-
wrestler, Monty.
Tannis just looks over at Tannis just looks over at her for a bit. He looks over at Lucy and just stares. He's like completely stopped in his tracks.
Reservations? I mean, I have a lot of work to do. I know. It's been okay. Yeah, no.
Lucy has a date.
You don't have to pick me up. Jericho, don't pick me up, please. No. Oh, fuck. She like looks at her phone. Oh boy.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's my boyfriend.
Oh, that's nice.
You have a date. That is splendid.
Don't-
Jericho. Last name?
Jericho Vignanis.
Oh.
Okay, that's sort of. It has nis at the end. Could be.
Not an elf.
No, he's a tiefling too.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
So what you're saying is maybe.
It was strange.
All capitals.
Are you
Boyfriend.
okay? Are you okay, Tannis? You look pale.
Yeah, Jericho is my brother's name.
Oh, wow. That was been very awkward for you. I am so sorry.
It was strange. I haven't talked to him for a while.
Unless your brother is a tiefling, but I don't.
He's an elf, like me.
Okay. Is it spelled like Jeriko?
Yeah, actually.
What the heck? That's such a wild coincidence. I am so sorry. No, he's my age.
Don't be
and-
sorry for having a boyfriend.
Okay.
It was just strange.
Oh yeah. It sounds like he's gonna pick me up, but I'd rather not him. No offense. He's fun, but he's a little extreme sometimes. And his tail has a mind of its own. I should probably.
Whoa.
Wait a second.
No.
We've known each other for 4 days.
You're not. No, you keep your mind away from there.
Oh, phrasing, please.
Keep. Come on, keep it religious. Keep it religious.
I am keeping it religious, and god dang.
I'm a genetic.
She looks over behind her to her own like tail, and she goes like, "Is it a human thing? Did I miss a cue here? I know there's some cultural differences, but
No,
I think we'd only be
no,
laughing
it's
in
just-
game.
It's just. Michael's got a dirty mind.
I mean, tails do sometimes do what they will, such as
What a-
wagging when you are happy.
What
Oh,
a
she
crazy
didn't-
coincidence.
I think it's funny because she doesn't get it.
Man.
okay.
What?
Huh.
Tannis, are you gonna be okay? I could use Jerry
Yeah.
instead. I'll just call him
No.
Jerry if that makes you more comfortable.
You can do whatever you like. It's fine. I just.
I mean, if I really wanted to
Remind-
embarrass him, I could call him Jerry Berry. He hates that.
Yes, do that.
That's cute.
That is amazing.
Yeah, he calls me Loosey Goosey, but it's, you know. We've been dating for a while.
Zoran will remember
What are
this.
you guys
That's
thinking about
nice.
doing tonight?
Sounds like he got a reservation at a restaurant. So he's busy. He's an architect, actually. He's a structural
Wow.
architect. Yeah, city planning. Pretty
That
big.
is very lucrative.
Mm-hmm. It's not. He wants to work on like skyscrapers, but for right now, he's just working on like residential buildings and like houses and things like that, just base stuff. But it's good work. It just means he's busy a lot, so we don't really get to date very often between both of our works. But yeah, no. I mean, I'll let you guys meet him one day. I just, baby steps. He sounds very excited. He's a bit like how would I describe him? Like a golden retriever. That seems really mean.
I mean, I can picture it.
Lucy.
I get it.
Right, just really excited, and it's good. It makes me really happy. So I should probably, she kind of grabs her jacket. I should go, any calls, take them down for me, okay? And could you finish Tyler's files second from the pile? Thank you.
Sure thing.
Gosh, she leaves.
Tanis will take out his phone and text his brother.
I'm
Hey,
gonna look at Michael.
it's been a while. Let me know when you get this.
Couple minutes pass, actually. Hey, at home, what's up?
Coworker's boyfriend has the same name as you, and it just made me think we haven't talked in a while.
You hear a response go, yeah, sorry, I've been busy. Unfortunately can't talk right now.
I'll just text back, okay.
The daddest of responses.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
Speaking of, well, I don't know if she knows this or not, but it's like your daughter.
Hmm?
You gotta go do something with your daughter.
No, I was texting my brother. Just
No, this is above
all
game.
that-
It's like, aren't you supposed to
Huh?
do that? This is
Oh.
above game.
It's 4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, he'll probably have set an alarm on his phone for
Oh, okay,
whenever.
okay.
So when that goes off, he'll probably just.
Yeah.
But back in game. Just looks at Michael. You really have an overactive imagination, don't you?
But what?
Just saying.
Uh,
Tails and things.
Hey man, I'm just saying there was this one episode where they were investigating like a potential rape homicide, and like that was one of the things that they were like hypothesizing. It was weird. It was a weird.
Oh my goodness.
It was a weird episode.
Nah, yeah, I'm sure it was.
All right, Tanis, you head out to pick up your daughter.
Yep.
All right. You pick her up, and she's just getting out of soccer practice. She's wearing like basically like, like those kind of like safety vests, sort of like, like toss on. Do you guys have those in gym class when you were kids?
Nope.
Like,
What?
okay. We
What
had
is it?
basically, they were like really cheap, like really flimsy jerseys that when you play shirts versus skins, like the shirts would be the people wearing the shitty jerseys, and then the skins would be just.
Oh, yeah. We did that.
I guess.
Yeah.
Not in my area.
Yeah, we had that when I was in school. Because it's just the way we differentiated, is you either were wearing one of those or you were just wearing your clothes. She is wearing one of those as she kind of runs to the car. There are a lot of kids at this school. It is a mixed racial school. You see a lot of humans. You even see some half-orcs. The half-orcs seem to be very like amongst themselves for the most part. If you want to look out, you can roll a perception check if you would like.
Sure. Perception going out. And he said, ooh, 18.
18. You are visible in your car. You do notice like some girls pass like kind of near the soccer field, kind of notice you in the car and your sunglasses, and they just kind of all start kind of laughing and snickering to themselves and walk away.
What? I look badass.
Such a dad
Every dad
thing.
thinks that.
Effie kind of reaches the car and she's like, "Hey, Dad." She tosses her
Hey.
bag in the back seat.
What's up, Neff?
Good. Soccer practice was good. Can we get my uniform now, please?
Sure.
Okay. She sits inside of the car.
What's the rush, kid?
I'm tired of wearing this to practice. It's embarrassing.
All right. Well, let's get going then.
Okay. Here's the address. She hands you a piece of paper. It looks like just like something they would give as a printout to kids, like for like a field trip, but it just kind of dictates where you can buy the uniforms from in town.
All right. I'll type that into my GPS and mosey.
All right, you drive off. Eventually, you reach Kickathon, which is what the store is called. It's like a sports store. It's got like this really gaudy neon sign on the outside of like a foot kicking like 3 different, like a soccer ball and like baseball for some reason, which doesn't really work, and the football. And Effie is just like really excited. Like she kind of gets out, and at this point, she's ditched the really cheap uniform. She's like, "Come on, let's go."
All right. And we head on in.
All right. You guys go inside. It's a very like wall to wall kind of store. It's a mixture of both like sports goods that are like brand new, but also like collectible sports goods on like one side of the wall. Things like baseball cards and stuff like that, and like old mitts and like, you know, bats from like the ancient times, ye old ancient times. As you guys go in, there's not a lot of people in here. There's a lot of like kids, like after school kids kind of coming in. One kid's like buying a skateboard. As you guys enter in, Effie's like, I think they're over here, and she just takes off running.
All right, I'll just try to keep up with her. I'll have an eye on her. I'm gonna, yeah.
As she goes running around the corner, you hear a thunk noise as she runs into somebody.
Oh, Neff, slow down, kid.
What? Careful there. You watch as a big green hand kind of reaches down and grabs Neff's arm and just kind of lifts her up. You all right?
I'm sorry, sir. She's excited for her outfit.
As you turn the corner, you see a full orc. He is wearing a reasonably nice kind of like ruffled suit jacket that's kind of like not buttoned up. He's got like a tie that's kind of loosely been yanked. He looks older. He looks probably in like his 40s or so. Big tusks. Notably, he has a ring on his finger. Appears to be like a copper kind of ring on one of his fingers.
Any insignia?
Roll a perception check.
16.
16. No insignia. It's just a band around his finger. He is not as tall that you would expect for an orc. He's actually about your height and probably a little shorter than you.
Oh yeah.
But he is wide. He is a solid orc. I think I mentioned his age. He looks about 40-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 40-ish years old. He's really like he's bald head completely, but he's got kind of like a mutton chop kind of beard and then like kind of a little bit of a goatee coming out.
Ooh.
And he kind of goes, "Sorry about that. I didn't mean to hurt your nun-bird. Sir." He kind of nods towards you. He seems just a little bit like, "Oh God, a child ran into me. Like I'm going to be in so much trouble." You know that orcs historically have just become citizens of the city. They are officially acknowledged as citizens of the city by the government here.
No harm done. Ain't that right, Neffene?
Yeah, she kind of like tucks behind you a little bit. Your daughter is about the same age as Amelia.
Wow, your daughter of yours?
My boss's daughter. He kind of turns around, and you currently see a human girl, about Effie's age, maybe a couple years older. She's currently looking through shoes at the moment, trying on shoes with like an employee. And Effie kind of turns and goes, "Oh, I know her.
Does she go to your school?
Yeah, she's in the soccer team too." Yeah, she just joined. She's really excited about it. It's good for her, I think, you know. So you're about her age. Why don't you give her a bit of a help, eh?
Sure, Neff. You want to go introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. And she kind of runs off, and the orc kind of stands next to you. It's nice when they're that age, eh?
Oh, well. She's sort of getting a rebellious streak about her. She doesn't think I'm cool or something.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't think any kid thinks their dad's cool.
Well, I try to accommodate her.
Mm.
Her wants, her needs. Just feels like she's kind of leaving me behind.
I mean, they gotta get their own on their own. The world's not as bad as orcs. We usually just leave them to their own devices and let them figure it out. I like elves and humans. They tend to, be involved.
Huh.
But you don't want to smother them. Makes them a little bit weak.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Tanis, by the way. And he sticks out his hand. Vero Tanis.
My name's Jagnar. Nice to meet you. Takes your hand.
Jagnar?
Jagnar.
Okay.
Yagnar.
That girl, her chaperone?
Yeah, sorts. It's my boss's daughter.
That's the one you're talking about. Okay.
She's had a rough go of it. She's a good kid. Really good kid. It's pretty quiet. She likes your daughter. It'd be nice for her to have, friends.
Yeah.
Who aren't orcs.
I think Neff could use a friend.
If I ever catch you again, maybe we could let them, have a little get together, something like that. And kids like that, like see movies and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could send you my number if you want.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I mean, yeah. He pulls out like the oldest, shittiest cell phone you've ever seen in your life. Like, we're talking, you have like a touchscreen thing. He's got
big gray one.
He's got a flip phone from like a Nokia
God.
flip phone is what he
Holy
has.
shit.
Indestructible.
Oh, he can use the walkie-talkie feature.
I have to talk to the boss about it, of course, but it's good, for her to have other kids to hang out with.
Yeah, just go ahead and I'll tell him my number and I'll put down his Yagnar with one R or two.
Just one.
Okay.
I'm a 1R kind of guy.
Well.
You watch as the human girl comes up. She's like kind of has like long kind of braided like really dark black like brown hair. There's a face to her though which is like she seems like it's hard to read her face. Like she seems quiet just as a person. And she does laugh with your daughter. You do notice as you two are talking a little bit that she's just like kind of smiling and laughing, but you get the sense that there is like her look is almost similar to Roche's in a way. Like you almost feel that parallel in a way.
Oh, like sort of not quite there.
Yeah, like something's happened and it's like she's in that position like Roche where she's kind of healing. Yeah. She kind of walks up to Yagnar and he's like, "Oh, did you pick someone up, bird?" And she like kind of just shows him, "These ones fit and my uniform." "Oh, perfect. We'll just go buy it and we'll put it on the boss's card. Nice talking to you, Mr. Tanis."
Nice talking to you too, Mr. Yagnar.
"Let's go." And he kind of just like helps her and you watch as they just kind of do their transaction. Your daughter at this point is just like, "Can I get this?" And she like holds up she's got her uniform and she's got some shoes, but she's got some gloves. She's like, "Can I get this? I want to be a goalie. Be good."
Yeah. I'll pick out some really cool looking gloves that match your outfit and some good cleats too. Got that overtime. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Altogether it comes to 20 gold pieces for everything.
Sure thing. Fucking kids draining my wallet.
Sports equipment is expensive.
Yeah, hi. I can relate.
I was a child doing soccer when I was 10 and
Me too.
Thanks,
I remember
Mom.
I remember my cosplay days.
Yeah. She is very happy though. And as you guys get in the car, she's like, "That was Amelia."
Amelia, you talked to her before?
Yeah, well, I've heard about her before.
Heard about her, huh?
Yeah.
What did you hear?
Apparently she's raised by orcs.
Or she is being raised by orcs.
Well, I think I believe that.
Mm.
Our friend Yagnar there seemed to be taking care of her.
Mm-hmm. Apparently her dad died or something. We don't know.
Oh, that's awful. Be sure to be nice to her.
Yeah, I will. I mean, she's kind of a weirdo, but I mean, she seems okay.
Well, people, whenever they have something bad like that happen in their lives, they tend to be weirdos for a little bit, but deep down, they're still them. They need a friend to help them get back to not being a weirdo.
Okay. Thanks, Dad, by the way. She just kind of like holds the shoebox and like the uniform in her hand.
Yeah, no problem, kid.
She follows you to the car. Meanwhile, back at the office with the rest of the workers.
Of course.
The phone starts going off.
Oh, I get it.
Yep.
Prince Division, Officer Gibby.
All right, you pick up the phone and immediately you hear a voice on the other side. This is the Prince Division?
Yes, this is Officer Gibby.
Hi, my name is Professor Magnol.
Hang on, I just want to... How do you spell that?
Magnal.
Magnal?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Magnol, how can we do for you?
Oh, Mrs. Professor.
Oh, apologies.
Magnol. No,
Sorry.
no worries. The phone. This is probably not the best quality. I'd like to file a missing persons report.
Oh, yes, ma'am. What information can you give us on the missing person? Is this someone you know? Is this a family member or?
It's one of my students.
All right. And
Oh no.
what is this student's name, please?
Her name is Taryn Sivim.
Taryn.
I believe you have her in your registry.
Oh, is she a princess, ma'am?
Yes, she is.
Sibin. Sibin?
Sivin. Sivm.
Sibin. All right. When was the last time you saw Taryn?
She hasn't been in class for about 2 weeks now.
2 weeks. Right. Would you happen to know where she lives?
She lives on the dormitories on campus, and I spoke to them, and they haven't seen her either.
Besides her not showing up for class, do you have any other reason why you're worried about her? Has there been anything worrying?
Yes, there has been very concerning things. It should be in her file with you. For some reason, Miss Sivim tends to attract dragons quite frequently to herself and others.
And this has been, are they usually, like, has there been any bad incidences? Like, has she attracted a big dragon?
I've heard that there have been fights. I don't know the details. I just know that we've had to constantly escort dragons off of the campus. But details will probably be with you, not me, unfortunately.
All right. Is there any other information you think would be useful to us?
I mean, she seemed, last I saw her 2 weeks ago, I mean, she said she wasn't feeling well last week. But I
so she did get in contact last week?
She did contact me last week, yes, but then I hadn't heard anything. Like, I sent her what she missed, and she never got back to me. She never showed up for any of her practicum, nothing. She's just completely disappeared.
All right, ma'am. And if it's all right, could I have your contact information, please?
Yes, absolutely. If you'd like to come speak with me in person, I'll send you my hours as well. And she provides you her phone number immediately to put down on record.
Okay.
If there's anything I need to fill out for the missing persons report, please let me know. I can't help but feel a little bit responsible.
In what way, ma'am?
Well, Miss Sivim was diagnosed when we were doing a part of we're a nursing school, and we were doing tests on each other's practice, and unfortunately, that's when we've discovered that Miss Sivim was a princess herself, and after that, things kind of, well,
Well, this now she seems very shaken, and you can tell.
I can understand, ma'am. How recently was she diagnosed?
I think it's only been 2 months.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. We will follow up on this right away and get in touch with you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
She hangs up.
We got another princess case.
Hmm?
Wake up, Michael.
Yeah, no, I'm away. Yeah.
We have a missing person. It looks like they're a princess.
Well, you know what time that means it is, right?
I'm not sure, but I think you're going to tell me.
I am. It's a prime time for crime time. Let's do some investigating. Glasses.
I guess that was worth it.
You guys do have access to the registry. It is on Lucy's desk if you guys want to look at it.
Yeah, let's look at it.
Okay. You guys head over and you flip through using the name that you have, and eventually you do find her file. And Miss Taryn Sivan looks like this. I will show her to you.
Ooh, we've got art.
You have art of her. Da-da-da.
Oh. Why, hello there.
Her file says she's 20 years old.
Okay. She is 20 years old.
She's a 2-year nursing student.
2-year nursing student. Okay.
She has been diagnosed with Princess approximately 2 months ago.
Okay.
There is a note, a medical note on the side that says Flux.
Flex?
Flux?
Oh,
Flux.
Flux.
Flux, 1 month ago.
What does that mean? Do I need to roll on that, or what is flux?
Yeah,
Arcana with advantage.
Good luck.
13,
5.
not bad.
Oh, 13 with
You said
advantage, yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. I just saw the 5 and I was like, failure! But no, I see the 13 now.
Damn.
You would know this because this can happen in Magic too. So Flux is basically, you know when you start to feel sick, like when you're getting a cold and you're like, ooh, I don't feel super well. And then like, you know, next day you're like, oh, I'm fully sick now.
Yeah.
Flux indicates that her princess condition started mild and then just suddenly became its full strength at once, essentially.
And that happened a month ago, you said?
That happened a month ago. So she was diagnosed with just her normal princess like 2 months ago, and then probably went back in because she had a flux, essentially. There's another note on the medical record that says draconic pull.
Which is
Draconic
attracting.
pull?
That's what they meant by she attracts dragons.
Uh-huh. But it was something that it's diagnosed. That's weird.
The doctor's name is there with an address as well.
Draconic pull.
Okay. Should we write that down, or can we just assume that we have that?
Yeah, you guys have the address to the doctor's office that she went to for a diagnosis.
Yeah, the
Does the
doctor's
doc?
name.
Is there? Yeah, the doctor's specific name.
The Dr. Timber is the name.
Clearly, we've got a Targaryen on our hands. Oh.
All right, and this case also has her address.
It has the dorm's address to it. Yeah, you're able to
Cool.
find that. You're able to find that by just like literally doing a, what do we call the Google instead in this one?
Arcanum.
Arcanum.
Yeah, you did an
Arcanum.
Arcanum check, and you were easy enough to find the campus. Interestingly enough, the nursing school campus is in the Dragon District, so the Dragon Ward.
That is the worst place to have a draconic pull.
Yeah,
Yep.
right smack dab in the middle of it.
Hey, wait a second. Lauren,
Yeah.
if she's got a dragon pull and we're going to be investigating her location, is Kel going to have any problems?
Can I roll
Or-
Arcana on that?
Sure.
I do
No
not see
offense,
why
Kel,
I
I
would
just-
have an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know this stuff.
That appears to be a 13.
13? Okay. Lauren, you're not sure. I mean, he can't he doesn't sense you. I think, Kel, you've never been able to like feel anything in regards to being in proximity of Lauren at all, given
So-
your half dragon heritage. So you're mostly human for the most part, but
But I don't have dragon pull, as far as I know.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, my question was whether or not the subject that we're chasing down would have an issue with Kel. Like, would it affect Kel at all if we find her?
Well, that depends what this dragon attraction actually does, because it sounds like it attracts them, but does it make them violent? Because they said they just had to remove them. It might be more like it's a homing beacon, in which Kel would be really useful.
That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, is if we can use him as bait this time instead of Lauren.
That
Less like
information we
bait, more like
discussed.
a hunting dog. I hate to
Basically,
say.
yeah, we need him to be our duck hunt.
That information we discussed prior to the campaign, Monty. Would that be something Kel knows just from growing up where he did, with the family he did?
could you message me privately?
Yes.
Yeah, based on her file, it says that she is single. She is actually from a city outside of Rampoon, actually, like a town outside of Rampoon.
She's a lot like me.
Yeah. Her village sounds super dumb, though.
It is particularly this line of text. One moment as I wait for Discord to send it.
Terrence Ivan is from Salmondale.
Salmondale.
Salmondale. Ha! Fish. No, I want sushi, damn it.
Me too.
Oh no, not that, Monty. Is that information that Kel would know about the lore?
Oh yeah, you would know that. Absolutely, you would for sure.
Then Kel's going to bring it up.
Uh-oh. Wait, I'm getting my notes ready.
It should be noted, and this is something my mother told me once upon a time. There can generally only be a little bit you should know about the Dragon District. There is generally only one ancient dragon. But a normal dragon that hangs around a prince or a princess can become an ancient dragon. It is not based on age, it is based on your power. Thus the association with princes and princesses.
So we might be dealing with a kidnapper who tried to take this particular victim for their power.
We might be entering into a bit of a power struggle.
Right, so then we're on a bit of a time. How long does it take normally to absorb the power, become an ancient dragon?
Almighty voice in the sky?
You have no idea.
No idea, sadly.
But it's not gonna
it's
not gonna happen tomorrow, right?
If it was a quick process, I think we would already know.
And she's already been missing, though, for 2 weeks.
That's kind of what I'm worried about.
Think about how slow it was with the Yeth Hound and young Samuel. I think this is a very long process, if I had to guess.
Boy, I hope so. But that means you can sniff this out, right?
I have no idea. I think I'm a little too human for that. I feel nothing from Gibby, for example.
All right. Well, maybe half of you can sniff it out. I don't know.
I don't think it works like that.
Well, I wish it did, because this is confusing. All right, so the last place she was seen was where? Did they say, Lauren?
She went missing 2 weeks ago when she stopped coming to classes, though apparently got in touch with her professor a week ago, but not in person. Sounds like through email or something. And then
That can
she's not
easily
gotten
be
in touch
hacked.
since. We do have her address at the dormitories, though, so if she was able to get in touch last week, it might have been from her room. Then again, you can do that from phones, I suppose, but I suppose the first thing we ought to do is go to where she lived and see what's what there.
We can do the groundwork. We should also talk to IT if they can triangulate the phone and figure out where the text message or email was sent from. They could also put a tracer on the phone number. If it gets active, they'll be able to figure out what cell tower it's near.
Yeah.
Assuming it works like that.
And we also have her doctor who diagnosed her, which is an interesting way to follow up. And I suppose we could try talking if she has family back in Salmondale still.
Well, we got some work to do. Let's text Tanis. We can pick him up.
Yeah.
Tanis has the car.
I pick
We
you up.
only have one car in the whole department?
Yeah.
Then
you
we
have the car.
text. Then we
Why
text
the fuck doesn't he
Tanis.
have his own car?
Well, he
Do you not
has
have your own car?
he has a kid.
I know he's a bad father. Get a car. Damn it.
Not
To
all
text
fathers need
Tannis to
cards.
come pick us up.
All right. Tannis, as you receive that text message, you kind of make your way back to the station. And all 4 of you ready to take on your next case in the Prince Division. And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh my goodness. Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
All right.
Goodbye, Austin.
Episode number 3.
Shall I guess, I don't know if should I keep it running for now?
You can stop recording and just save it right now.
All right.
No more problems?
No, didn't give me any more issues. I don't know what that was about before, but I guess restarting my
Yeehaw.
computer helped.
That's good.
Yeah.
Lord knows I
again-
didn't want to have to deal with that thing cutting out every 5 seconds. It would have been awful.
Again, another thank you to Jack for taking on the artwork for this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that was Jack, because it looks like
Taryn was drawn by Jack as well.
Nice. Is he still swamped?
I'm
Good. He deserves it in the best way possible.
really mad at myself for killing that thing. I should have thought
No,
about it.
Sarah, that was the right violence of action.
Well, it's
You're
not
running
that-
kill your
out of things
teammate.
anyway.
I know, but maybe we could have gotten some information out of it.
Okay, so above game, when Monty said it wanted to die, it wanted to be set free. You don't even know that, and I still think you made the right call.
Oh, as I said, if I had heard that, I would be like, yes, I'm killing it. But even if I didn't, it would be like, well, it's killing my
I think-
teammate. I need to do
I think-
something about this.
It takes on a slightly different meaning when we find out it's an indentured servant, so.
Yep.
Forget
But
this
it's
is a
one
WAV
that
file,
killed
right?
the lady's son.
So I just want to point this out above game. She admitted to a lot of crimes, like kidnapping this dude. And
Well, we don't exactly know
Fine.
what is a crime in this city exactly.
Keep in mind the different districts have their own laws. We only
Yep.
carry so far. And she mentioned that when she steps into our lands, there are complications for
I
destruction.
was getting real worried because you guys were giving her so much information, and there's part of me that's like, don't let her know it. There's a
I
prince
avoided
that her
names
dog
and
was going
places.
for. And then it was like, oh wait, she's okay. Never mind.
Yeah, she just wanted to make like amends. She seemed at least somewhat guilty for what she had done.
And I got to drop a lore bomb that I was
You
told
sure
was in the
did.
campaign.
Yeah, that's a big deal for dragons too. The whole
Yeah.
dragon kidnapping a princess thing has been like constant.
which means we
Yeah.
have Prime Big with us at
My
all
daughter
times.
made
Ah,
a
shit.
friend.
Let's just say there's someone that Kel's probably going to contact.
That
Mom.
comes later.
Remind me, you want an MP3 file, right?
Correct.
Yeah. MP3 or Wave is good. But how you doing, chat?
Hi guys. What's up?
Thanks for sitting through the extra long session, by the way, guys. And we went
No,
40 minutes
honestly,
over
we're all on the
usually.
West Coast except for Arkov, who doesn't sleep, so we're fine. Oh no, wait,
Yeah.
Connor, you're in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't even
You
notice
also
we
don't
went long.
sleep.
Oh, I suppose I could look at the chat now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look at the chat.
You can't, they love you.
As I said, I did it all. I looked at the chat the whole time last time because I was like, I'm not supposed to close it, right?
Yeah, we prefer if you close it just so it doesn't distract you, and people will yell stuff at you, and just it's your
Yep.
game. Like that's the intention. I usually only ask that one person just to keep an eye on it in case the stream goes down or the music's too loud or something like that, and then check and yell at us, and I can adjust. So
I don't even know where it is. Is it?
It's twitch.tv/the Unexpectables, and then you can pull the chat.
All right.
Those
Woo.
ice cream
Got
cone
it.
spiritual weapons were spur of the moment. I have a feeling I'm going to regret that.
spiritual
man.
weapon is really good. I
It's
really like it
really
as
good.
well. Yeah.
Oh God.
Once that thing turned out to be immune to bludgeoning and slashing, I was like,
I'm glad I went cleric. I have spells that hurt and help.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, Connor. The moment I was like, okay, here's the first encounter of this entire game, and you're like, I'm Kensei monk, and I'm like, and now he's gonna have a bad time.
I
Sorry.
sure he
Hi,
was the only
guys.
one that was trying
I-
to rush the thing.
The first 3 attacks did max damage, and then you said it takes no damage. And I'm like,
No damage.
What was that? What was that noise?
Well, that's all right.
That's Connor with his fucking voice modulator.
God damn it, Connor.
Oh, hi everybody.
Hi.
won't
I
die.
liked
You
it
have
again.
Kel.
I was literally very depressed. I'm like, oh, I feel really bad about this. I felt bad.
I mean, in one way, if you let it live, it probably would have received a worst fate from that Fey Queen.
I wanted to punch Michael. It's like, are you kidding me, dude? Did you really just let that out in front of the chief and Lucy? We hadn't discussed this yet. Oh, it's like Ed in real life.
I mean, to be fair, he's a fucking moron. If this was Wednesday, I wouldn't have said that. But he's an idiot.
Hey, you handled yourself well during that entire talk with the actual lady, so Kel is proud of you.
Jericho.
Didn't say
I
it.
mean, she knew. Like, she automatically knew. She
I
could sense
know,
it
but
from
she
you.
didn't. She revealed it at the end anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
Turos. Yes, I am actually. I'm trying to find the name of the characters I was before I actually fully announce it, but yeah, it's out. I am.
Oh, you're in the new XCOM?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
nice.
So I'm gonna make an official announcement about that, but I just want to make sure that I have the names of the characters right before
Fair
I
enough.
add it to my resume and all that jazz.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, let's go through introductions, I guess, as we close
Yeah, I was
out.
gonna say. Why don't we start with you, Monty?
I mean, I started with me when we started, but okay.
Sorry, you do it. You start. You're the best.
Okay. You can find me at Montyglue, or on Twitter, where you can probably see me posting some art. I got some commissions coming in of us and other characters. And on top of that, look forward to my SD Perry Resident Evil book review, where I'm just going to talk about the shit I like in those books. And yeah, and then you can find me at twitch.tv/Montyglue, where tomorrow I'm going to be streaming a lot of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I'm probably going to try and do a really long stream tomorrow if I have the energy for it. So definitely catch me there.
And how about you, Sarah? What's your Twitter?
Sarah with an H, Ann with an E, Willia. It's Williams without the MS.
Sarah Willa.
And yeah, at the moment, this is kind of the only Twitch related thing I do. I feel like if I ever started doing like Twitch gaming, it's like you're not going to see me on camera just because I'm self-conscious and I don't.
Oh, I don't go on camera ever.
Yeah, I don't go on camera either.
I don't even know what I would do. My laptop's not that good.
So, Sarah, you know what you should do? You should turn on your video games console and play a video game, and then you should just talk because you're genuinely entertaining.
Wouldn't that be boring?
Why don't you let the audience tell you if it's boring? Because I just saw like 800 people that love you. Anyway, that notwithstanding, Connor, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok at Distortion Devil, where I guess since I have time on my hands, I'll be making a whole bunch of shit posts. On Twitch, Tuesdays and Sundays are my workout streams, and I also play RIW, Roll Initiative Wrestling, my 2K20 wrestling federation based off of D&D, on Tuesdays. Fridays, Friday Funhouse, where I have a lot of adult beverages and play games with my friends. And Saturday is Saturday Long Play, where I play through a whole series. And right now I'm on Devil May Cry, and we're on the last game, and I'm excited, but I'm sad.
There'll be more.
Hey,
Yeah.
Arcov. Do the thing you hate.
You can
It's a
find me
mood.
on Twitter and twitch.tv at Arcov.
What do you
Streams have been a little sparse due to being busy as of late, but tomorrow I will be streaming with the Murder Cave. We intend to
Hey.
hit 3 games. Monster Hunter World,
because they just brought back Gold Mom and we need to take her out. And we also intend to go through GTFO and I believe Space Hulk Deathwing.
Arcov, I demand that you play as my character in GTFO.
I was going to get Grizzly too.
What? Oh, yeah, because it would annoy the shit out of him. Oh, man. And now we're going to
Woods, you
switch
said,
to...
right?
Huh?
Woods, you
Woods,
said, right?
yeah, it's Woods. Let's see. Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff to call out. All right, we're going to go through this really quick. Redfield, thank you for the 5 more gift...
Did Connor get to say his piece?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Redfield with the 5 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you so much. Hunter X5K5, Kitty Cat Gundam, Blade Magic, I Make Things Up, Darkened Path, Trav No Guard. Thank you all for the tier 1 subs. Turtle Squad, thank you for the gift sub to C-Bar, which I think I already called out. Here we are. Zako Duo gifting 1,000 bits to us. It says, congrats on the first kill, Sarah. On that note, chair is mine. I hope somebody has since killed you. Rand Kosak with 100 bits. Kel smites enemies with his mighty lawful cone of justice. Your pun hurts me on a deep level. Dangel with a tier 1 gift sub to Thorwalk. Gibberish with a tier 1 sub gifted to Rodrigo BD. We have Rotnaj with Lucy gonna be breaking the walls down, if you know what I mean, 150 bits. How do you know it's not gonna be Judas in her mind? Wiley Willie, also Sarah is a wrestling fan. She will get your references for the most part. Wiley Willie with a tier 1 sub gifted to Jerry was a race car driver. Zocco Duo gifting a tier 1 sub to the Walls of Jericho 87. Cryptic Saijin with 100 bits. Froth
Like when you mentioned Jericho as a wrestler, I'm like, but he's not a wrestler in this world.
It's true, but he's in my mind.
Alright.
Tiefling Ship from Cryptic Saiyajin, of course, the forever Tiefling. Blackfoot Fair with the 500 bits. Hype Train. Poppin' It Fan with 500 bits. Hype. Darkened Path with 2,000 bits, just bits. We've got Cosmosis with 100 bits. We got Rand Kosak with 100 bits. Cosmosis says apparently they're called pennies in the States, Monty's. Pennies?
What?
Huh?
What are... I think that was a reference to something that I don't remember.
The parquet?
Cosmosis, go ahead. Feel free to clarify. Rand Kosak with 100 bits saying father-daughter bonding, 20 out of 10. Too good. Best dad is Connor, clearly. D'Angel with a tier 1 sub gifted to Darkness, my old friend. Zocco Duo gifting a tier 1 sub to Primetime Crime Time. Actually, no, it's Primetime Crime Dime. Close enough. Zocco, you failed. Ice Booth with 100 bits. Call me the bad guy. I'm curious as to what would transpire with a room full of princess and princesses. The potency of all that energy in one place.
Either total destruction or the best party ever! I'm sure I can find someone who can make like their own strobe light disco style party.
You want a
tech
civil
music.
war? That's how you get a civil war.
Wiley Willie giving a tier 1 sub to Lucid in my mind. Close. Ruin Wolf with 5 bits. Yay, good job, y'all. McLeary with 50 bits. Awesome session. Burnout. Vogan with 300 bits. Okay, Bosco. How long till Michael just busts out you're going to jail now before you hit them with a smite? I don't even know what smite is, but he'll probably say that line at some point.
Are you joking? Like, actually, Bosco?
About what?
You smite?
What do you mean smite?
You two discussed crit smite on the last stream.
Yeah, we did.
He's
I also
playing-
I hear the game is pretty good. The Freeman with 100 bits. Question for Monty: how best to DM around low level Crora? Oh, the Flying Bird people. Yes. Aarakocra, yeah.
Ban their wings until a certain level. Honestly, keep them grounded until they get to a certain level where basically a wizard would unlock fly, and then you should be able to balance encounters. That's what I do. That's what I do with like any of those. If I had them in my game, I'm like, you don't get your flightiness until like later level.
You need a license to fly.
Exactly.
We have Bella with 800 bits. Awesome session, y'all rock. X Wiley Willow with 100 bits. Lucy in my mind. Nice. Zocco Duo gifting a tier 1 sub to the Judas Effect 11. I hate you guys. Burnout Vogan with a tier 1 sub to Sonic Gav. Thank you so much for that. We have McLeary with 500 bits. Fun fact, Chris Jericho is named after 80s power metal band Halloween, their first album named Walls of Jericho. Nice fact. Deep lore. Jordan Xfinity with a Twitch Prime sub, and I Make Things Up with 100 bits, and Probate with the 10,000 bits. Loving the bits with Tannis and his daughter. Great
I just
way
like
to
it because
do
he
lore
upsets you
building
so much.
and giving characterization to Tannis. I'm just proud that he didn't have to do it 5 times today. He can space it out. So thank you, everybody, for your subs and bits. Huh? What'd you say?
We're not done quite yet.
I just wanted to say thank you for everybody donating your bits and subs. I didn't say we were
You
done.
did not shield yourself.
That's fine.
Do that thing you accuse me of hating, which I do hate, but go ahead.
Yeah, true.
That's true. You didn't do that.
That's true. I didn't do that. I'm trying to see who we can raid.
Do it before I do it for you.
You can do it if you want.
You can find Edward Bosco on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco, where you can find Friday Night Flashbang every Friday at a different time, depending on if Bosco's busy. You can also find him on Mondays sometimes, doing either Halo or Overcooked, where he hates a dog named Kevin for some reason.
I still don't know the full discourse on that, but he also occasionally does Halo with the M&W community. The day varies. You can also find him here on the Unexpectables on twitch.tv every Wednesday.
You get a cookie. You get a cookie.
And every Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Pat. All right, now we can raid somebody.
All right. I have theropod art. There's not a lot of people streaming right now, to be honest, that I see. Anybody else have anybody who's up?
Let's find out.
There's Tabby Cat, there's LeJake, there's Your
Theropod.
Moonstone, Kieran, and Theropod Art.
Yep.
Okay. What about LeJake?
I'm down with LeJake. We never raid him.
Yeah.
He's got nobody.
Can someone type his name into the Discord
Yes.
general chat for me, just so I have it? All right.
Well, all right.
Le_Jake. Thank you so much.
LeJake.
All right.
That's very nice.
So, with an H.
Yes. So for those that don't know, Jake is somebody who's a big fan of the show, and he also does wrestling streams, and he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I said that, because I have to continue to hate him in and out of character.
Our raid message will be Bosco likes you. That's gonna be our
No,
raid
the
message.
fuck it will not.
All right, guys, get out of here.
What?
Bosco likes you, legit.
No, I do not.
Bye, everybody.
That is a
See you
lie.
on-
Do not.
See you on
guys.
Wednesday.
I will see you on Wednesday, and I will be very unhappy with all of you.
Enjoy.
No!